Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. New ideas with a sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand rising, everybody. Oh, my word. This is Turn Up Tuesday, y'all. It's a beautiful day. And let me tell you why my day is so beautiful, right? I'm going to just get right to it and get into it because the devil ain't going to stop my swag. He ain't going to slow me down. I'm trying to tell you. Guess what I got in my hand, y'all? Some good old Molly Vaughan Sea Moss lemonade. I know I'm about to have a fantabulous day. When I drink this stuff right here, oh, it's and not only does it taste good. Look, come with me as I crack open the nice, fresh, cold, chill bottle. Oh, see y'all hear that crack? Ooh. Oh, delicious, delicious. Can you imagine y'all sitting on a beach somewhere reading Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning? Right here, this book right here, Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning, with a nice cold lemonade freezy. I mean, slushy. When I say freezy, slushy, I like to put mine in the freezer and let it slush up right before it freeze. Good morning, Jill and Keys. Good morning, Slicky Woo Boo. Good morning, Reginald Clay. How y'all babies doing today? Oh, yes. Good morning, baby. Grand Rising. It's a beautiful day. Even if it is an overcast outside, I'll be your sunshine, honey. That's right. I will be your sunshine. And before we get on and let the sunshine in, let's say hi to the rest of the panel and the producers of the show, because I'm drinking sea moss. Now my body's good to go.
Where your mug at?
How y'all doing? It's right here, but they can't see. It'd be because of the thing.
Green.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can't see it good, but they can see this good.
Yes, they can. And Molly Moss sea moss.
My
Molly,
hand
you said your stickers is for the front. It's coming soon. Your logo.
Yeah, I got new stickers. It's gonna
That's
be
what's
Molly
up.
Mars drinks, so it ain't no more just lemonade. I got teas. I'm gonna have lemonade. I got almond palms. I'm gonna have different flavors. If Trey, y'all got some ideas for me, should I
Yeah.
give out to you the Trey money? The
I got an idea.
Well, number
yeah,
one is a Molly
Strawberry
Farmer.
lemonade.
Is what it is.
yeah, I
It's a
like
Molly
that.
Farmer.
Hey,
Is
that's
what it
that's
is.
vicious. I'm about to switch that up
I
tomorrow.
don't know
Strawberry
who Arnold is.
lemonade.
I don't know
That'll
no
be your first
Arnolds. I know
one.
Molly though.
Give me
Yeah,
some strawberry lemonade. I'll be your first one, baby. Come on with it.
gotcha.
I'm gonna be putting it on the beach with Shades of Blue and the strawberry lemonade.
I'm excited for some promo vids, like creating some promo vids and stuff.
And all new
Oh,
ones.
Yeah, I'm
so
excited about that.
the Reginald, Slicky, Jill, y'all get y'all Seymour. I'm trying to tell y'all, put y'all on to something that tastes good and is good for your body. And guess what? My CMOS is sweetened with Splenda. That's right. It's splendiferous with Splenda. It's good. It's got to use agave. He used the syrup. Whatever you like, you can make whatever you like. And it'll be delicious, baby. That's what I'm trying to. Ooh. And then the minerals, the vitamins, the body.
Go ahead
Make
now.
I
Go ahead. Let's
understand
move.
how good it is.
We understand. We know. We watch it every day.
No, y'all just don't know. Oh my goodness. It's almost as good as you know what.
You say, "Oh my god! Oh my goodness!"
Woo!
You
Okay.
just don't know.
Anyway, I just get it into it. So it's Turn Up Tuesday, y'all. And we're gonna turn up on some things. Oh, but before we turn up, I don't mean to bring the auspicious occasions down by being somber, but I do want to give a moment of silence for the mom and the grandma that lost her life, that got visually gunned down while she was standing in her house, in her own house in Palmer Park, right there on Ray Leonard Road, right? The community is in an outrage. They got a $25,000 award out for anybody who know anything about it. She was babysitting her grandbabies, and the kids, the grandbabies are too young to understand what happened. All they said was, and she in the kitchen get gunned down, bullet shots, on that house, and they don't think she was the intended target. But the grandbabies, they was like 3 and 4, maybe the oldest around that age. All they said was grandma fell down, and the people didn't know. The mamas didn't know that the children, her daughters didn't know until they couldn't reach grandma. They couldn't reach their mama, so they said, and you go in the house to find your mama with bullet shots from the outside, from the window, and your toddler's there or your child there. And this is right before Mother's Day. I mean, her mother is still living. And the ladies, I believe her mother was so mad. She was like, if I could find him, just do away with him herself. So great grandma was that mad that she was ready to go in the street and said, please, y'all, help me find who did this to my daughter. They said she was a good lady in the community. and everything. And
What's up, Slicky?
and prayers go out to that family. It's just
Slicky, Jill on keys. Josh. What's up,
Right.
y'all?
hey everybody. My heart goes out to everybody over the weekend. There was 10 shootings over the weekend. Uh in just DC alone in one day. It's just, and they said it's just woo. I thought the man was supposed to be doing something about that. I thought they were supposed to be doing some initiative about capping the violence and all that stuff.
I don't know. You think anybody from the outside can help you get control of your house? I
No.
never understood that, like the mayor post somehow get the violence to go down. They better put police out here, but they ain't scared of the police. It's the kids, they getting into it. I don't know, Meg, I don't know what he can say because he can't relate to nobody. None of the politicians really come around
Yeah,
the
that's
community, and the
right.
one who do, they lock them up. He back out trying to get back in position. But I don't know, DC, Southeast, I think it's set up to be this way. It ain't going to change. But now it's spreading to Maryland, Northeast, Northwest. It's everywhere. These kids driving now, so they pull up
Yeah,
on
yeah, for real. It's not
you. I
like
don't
back in the day.
know what they
Yeah.
beefing about these days, but the mayor, I've been hearing this for the last 20 years. Oh, what the mayor gonna do? The crime went down 20%. You looking around like shit. Where I just lost
Right,
Yeah,
right,
crime
right.
went down. Like what crime
yeah.
y'all
We
talking
can't get
about?
nobody
About
external though.
petty crimes? Like all crime went down. Like or did murder go down? So they always put all crime together. And then when like people ain't stealing that much no more, they be like, yeah, crime went down. Yeah,
Mm.
let us know which crime went down.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They ain't doing shit.
Then they
Yeah,
blowing smoke up people's ass when they telling you that something went down or something was right. That's what they doing.
It's
That's what they
Steve's
doing.
birthday.
today Stevie Wonder birthday.
Yesterday,
Ah,
somebody kisses
happy
feeling.
birthday,
Happy
Happy
Stevie.
birthday,
birthday, Stevie Wonder.
Stevie.
Shit.
How
And
do that
DJ
work?
Slicky Woo Boo will know. Yay.
But how do that work? Like if I'm blind and somebody tell me it's my birthday, like I gotta believe it. Like his birthday can be in October, like a real
Yeah,
nigga.
that's what I don't get either.
Like
Well,
happy
you
birthday.
hope the days go by.
Yeah,
Anything
365.
bring me to your birthday, right? You
Yeah, you
know.
still gotta know your birthday though.
I
That's
guess he could be like, "Hey Siri, is
gotta
it my
trust.
birthday or something?"
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, you got Siri, Trey.
Yeah, maybe
Siri,
you
what's the
just.
day here?
Everything is programmed. People know around yeah.
I don't understand how you have. Well, number one, let me read the comments. So what's up to Josh? What's up to Slicky and Miss Jill on keys? And here so far, she said your morning show is fire.
Thank
What's up,
you.
Slicky? I see you. But I don't understand. Like Molly was just saying, I don't know how we get somebody external because the mayor don't live there. I
Wait
Right.
a minute,
doubt the police officers
wait a
live
minute.
there.
DC Mary Bowser don't live in DC?
I
Yeah,
mean, if she does, she's not in the if she's not in the areas they're talking
live in
about. Even if she is a
Virginia.
DC resident,
They
does
I
that
all live
thought
matter?
in
you had to be living there because they fired that guy that
yeah.
was
Okay, she can live in
You
DC,
can have a
but she
residence.
not living in the areas
You
where they
gotta
talking
live in
about
it
these
though.
problems. Where they talking about people shooting and all this going on. She don't live right there with you.
oh
She gonna live in an area where I was at when I picked up the sea moss Molly. She gonna be maybe there or better, but she's not gonna be,
Yeah.
where
But nah,
she's gonna
you
be
live in
separate from
Virginia.
everything.
Right, they be having multiple properties, so they get a house in DC somewhere just to have them. It's like school zone. You don't go to
Just to
that
be a resident, use somebody
address.
number.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he just got that house to say, yeah, that's smart because judges was getting fat and some more stuff. But you got to live in
right.
DC now to be a judge in DC. So when dudes start finding out where these judges live at, they was beating their ass, finding out. So some judges was scared. So they'd buy a house in DC, but still stay in Virginia. But they was living in Virginia. It's like, dog, y'all getting paid from DC, but paying Virginia taxes. Everybody driving from Virginia to get these good DC jobs downtown, and that's where all the traffic come from every morning, baby. Like, how is that possible? Y'all paying taxes out there, building up schools with y'all money out there, with the money that we paying y'all here. They gotta clean that up. All of them should be
Yeah,
living
they
here.
want the money
They
in
need to
your
go
area.
back where they come from.
Yep. They
That's
should
why
have
they
a
trying to
house
give
right there
everybody.
beside you, right where the people live. Because if you for the people, by the people, then live with the people. That's that. You know, Barry lived right there in Southeast. I used to be able to pull up at his house, so he was right there with the people.
G father and him was best friends. So I used to like go to G house in the hood. Remember, he used to be right there in the
Right
kitchen.
there.
He check up on G father because G father was handicapped. So he always came over and just check up on. I didn't know who he was, so I started to get old. I'm like, dang, he the man. Like, how the hell he do that? I thought he lied his way up in there somehow. I was like, how did he trick them people? And I found out, nah, he's smart. Greg father was real smart too. He was into that, you know, they was tight. So it was like, damn, get to see him. And as you're growing up a lot, now you see these other men, they know where to be around. I thought all the men was like him. So I thought the next one was going to be like him too. I'm like, oh, nah, he was one of a kind. And that's why he left.
You know, and it's so messed up because his job and his personal they drug whatever he was doing in his personal life into the political ring. Politically, he was good at what he did. He cared about the city, he cared about the youth, and made sure all the youth was doing something constructive during the summertime school year and all of that. And he fed his people. He made sure that they could eat. Wasn't no food pantries closing down. See, I was a little girl and a teenager stuff. I remember Mary Berry's my cousin them lived in DC. So we would go across, like, have a good old time in DC. And my Aunt Dolly, God bless her soul, I think she was personally in love with the man Mary Berry. Every mayoral thing, because she worked for the police department, and she did some other stuff. That's my aunt that had Dolly's House of Beauty down there on 3rd and 8th Street. I think she lived at the corner. Or it was Dolly House of Beauty right before you get to Union Station. Anyway, she was always politicizing for Mary Berry. She was always at the dinners when he gave his dinners and all the stuff. She was always invited. She was one of those that was always invited. She was all into DC. She lived right there in Southwest on Foster Street. Is that Southwest Foster Street or is that South? No, it's not Southeast. When you go down Martin Luther King over there on I think that's Southwest, but Southeast. She was over there on Foster Street, not down the street from Hadley. You know, over there in that area. But anyway, yeah, she lived over there near Dunbury and Chesapeake in that area. If anybody, not too far from Eastover. Like if you go up the street, Forest Heights, go up to down that she lived over there, right?
Live in Southeast Maryland.
Is that Southeast or Southwest?
That's Maryland.
No, she lived in DC.
Oh, Eastover is Maryland.
I said
DC,
down the street,
Southeast. Yeah, that's Southeast.
Straight. That's Southeast over there off of MLK.
Yeah, that ain't Eastover though. That's South Capitol.
Yeah. Down there, okay. That's Southeast. Okay. So Foster Street over there. So but she was always an advocate. She was always doing something in the political field. She was always invited to the dinners, to you know what's going on and everything. And she, you know, God rest her soul, she was out there like that. Dolly Dixon, that was her name. Miss Dixon, Dolly Dixon. I miss you, Aunt Dolly, and my grandmama's sister. But anyway, but the mayors, the people, the politicians, your aldermans, your people that's running for their seat and whatever in those districts, they need to be in touch with the people. How am I going to represent you if I don't know nothing about you? How am I going to represent you if I don't fill your plate or know what you need? And that's the problem. We are picking people that has no clue about what goes on in our areas. And just like the same way with Congress and the Senate, we picking people that have no clue. They're not representing us. They in it for their own invested interest. You know, like with Mayor Sharon Pratt Kelly, not throwing no salt or nothing on her name. They said she was one of the worst because all she cared about was her and frivolous stuff. You know, didn't care about what's going on with the people. She cared about what getting her next hairdo done and stuff like that. Then after Barry, you had, what was his name? Mayor Anthony Gray, and he wanted to bring everything in DC. He wanted to change
Vincent
DC.
Gray, he was good. I liked them. Fenty.
No,
He was
not Fenty. I'm talking about Anthony
I
one.
said Gray, Vincent Gray. He was good.
Was that his name?
I
Vincent?
think his name was Vincent Gray.
He was short, light skinned.
Real
No, he
light.
was young. Had the bow tie.
Oh hell nah. That only one was that young was Fenty. Everybody else was older that I know of.
Slicky was pretty much saying Barry wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
He pretty much
There's
saying
so
Barry
many
wasn't
of them, but Mary Berry the only one gonna stand out until Trey getting there.
Oh shit.
Look, that's his personal life, what he did after hours. We talking about as far as running
What's
the
up,
city.
Malik?
He did what he did, you know. That's all of them got a little dirt on him. He did what he did after he got off. Like Big Red, my office hours is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. After 5, what I do is what I do. As long as I run the hell out of the city and do what they're supposed to do for that, leave him alone. But they was trying to find stuff to set him up with. They've been after him for years. Him, his wife, poor Effie, everything. They've been after Barry for years. Anyway, turn up, y'all. Turn up. Do we got a video I sent to the group? I like this new Boots on the Ground. Now they ain't messing with no fans. They doing it the Caribbean way, the Carabana way. And they just putting some hype in it. When I saw this, I said, oh yeah, they turned this up. They turned this up. And I like it to see it done. I think I said it put it in the group, Marley, at the end. But
yeah,
I said, this how you do that dance. This how you supposed to do it anyway. Black people,
yeah, let's see what type of dance they did. See this dance you talking about.
Soca Fit, y'all ready? Butterfly, are you ready? Crowd, are you ready? This is the last thing, so y'all better really sell it to them. Let's go.
Ain't nobody got no fans.
You ready? What? They doing the move though. Come on. They doing it. It's the move with the soca. Oh my God. Look at this. Come on. Wait a minute. Come on now. What is happening? Oh my. They put both in the ground. On the ground to Grenada.
On the ground. Damn, they lit. They
soca the hell out of that day. That was one of the best renditions that I saw. They put that soca music on it. They was like, because they love their scarves and Carabana and all that stuff. Forget them fans. They had hey, and I liked soca, baby. I remember that took me back to my Crossroads days when I used to go down to the Crossroads. Me and my cousin. And on a Sunday night, that was a soca night.
Not the Crossroad.
Yeah, it was a Caribbean club called the Crossroads. It was hot. It was hot in DC for as long as it lasted. But yeah, it's the Crossroads. You had every night was something different, baby. And we used to tear it down. Woo! I tell you, and that just took me back a little bit. I'm like, oh, so good. So we dance all night, baby. But I like how they put their own spin on the dances. you know, and they did it. They did it with flair. They did it with their rhythm. They did it with their seasonings. They put a little on there. Yeah. Just like how Molly Moore make his sea moss lemonades and stuff. He put a little on it. He put a little flair in it. He put a little flavor in it. He does it with his season. That's why I think it's so good. When you take some and you know, you switch it around, you add your little boop, you make it yours. That's what we talking about. Hey, y'all like line dancing? Molly, Trey, y'all like dancing?
Yeah, I like dancing. And I see this shit all the time on my timeline. This shit went viral. It's all I hear. Where them things at?
Yeah, I'm so tired of it, honestly. Because
that's why they switched it up. They wasn't concentrating on no fans. Nobody had no fans.
Still, yeah, I'm glad the guy got his praise, and there was a good reason for them to, you know, because politics is powered this song up, because everybody was talking about being on hiatus, on arrest, and staying out of, you know, people's business and what's going on with the government and all that. So I'm glad he got this praise. Hopefully that song is doing some numbers and making him some money like it's supposed to, because everybody and their mama posting it. But I don't know. After a trend has been trending for a little while, you know, it's cool, but you know, it's cool.
Man, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Wait for somebody to fall. I thought something about to happen. I saw somebody about to get fucked.
I thought somebody was gonna do something or fall or.
No, that was a good performance.
No, it was a good performance though. Nice dance.
It was the older woman. These was the y'all didn't even. And these are the mature ladies. Wasn't the young
big booty joints.
You know, it's the mama's day version.
Yeah, nice. They did the thing.
I was doing it. That's why he was like, all right. Yeah, and they did it. And I was like, yeah, that's right. Still put it just like with Halle Berry and Van Hunt. I love them together as a couple because I love Van Hunt and I love Halle Berry.
Halle
Berry, yes. And I'm just so happy that she found love and she's getting treated the way she deserved to be treated. Because that is one of my favorite.
That is an advertisement.
Yeah, she messed up all her marriages. It ain't like she was getting treated bad. She left because she was bored after a while. Like she been getting treated well. She ain't know how to treat a man. So I'm happy she probably know how to treat a man and appreciate a man.
Well, our boy was a sexaholic and the other one was abusive. So
yeah, well, how many of them was abusive and sexaholics? Because she done went through about 4 or 5 of them.
And she's saying all
4 marriages.
Entertainers of toilet water. Yeah.
4 marriages. Wow.
Yeah. Just like she about to give this advertisement.
Shake that big ass.
Some type of sexual product, some type of lotion or something. Halle Berry is endorsing.
Oh shit, Holly back.
It might be a little connection with the dude that she in the video with. Or
that's her husband, Van Hunt. She been married with him for years.
Okay, that's cool. I'm glad she got one.
That's my baby, Van Hunt. Y'all remember him Down Here in Hell? He's a singer. He used to be so fine. He played the guitar. He reminded me of Prince. He had boots on, but he was singing that song Down Here in Hell and Seconds of Pleasure. Oh, Van Hunt. Oh, let me pull up a picture of him where y'all can recognize him. He's older now.
Oh my God! He got all of that. Started. And now I'm going to tell you about, I'm not going to show you, I'm going to tell you about how my Mother's Day is going to end. Ain't that right?
Yes. I wish you hurry up too.
First of all, we got our Let's Spin, because Let's Spin just came out in this cute little travel size. And so since we're in Cannes, France, I traveled with it for the first time. And we're about to give it a spin.
You about to Cannes with Van.
Happy Mother's Day once again, everybody. I hope all of you are somewhere spinning.
Oh my God, I ain't never been so happy to have Mother's Day come to an end.
So,
He
show
funny.
y'all how my day started, how my Mother's Day started. And now I'm going to tell you about, I'm not going to show you, I'm going to tell you about.
Yeah. Like they selling products. That's smart motherfuckers. They working together. I love it.
Yeah, that's smart.
I love it. What
That's a
up,
smart way to push that shit out there.
He said entertainment was target. Well, I still put it in. Nigga crazy.
The day will come when people will fall over themselves for entertainers.
Yeah, they
Man.
love entertainment.
What's
They
up,
believe
child? Top of the morning to you. They're not married. She haven't. Since I realized she had thought. I didn't hear about her getting remarried, but after in my
She
30
been married
years,
to Bayhunt for years. It's the same young dude.
in my 30 years, I heard about her getting married at least 4 times. So I ain't stopped giving a fuck after about 3 times. So either way, congratulations.
This is the dude. Can y'all see this? Is it up? Molly,
no, the video is up. The video is up, so there's not gonna be anything else up.
Let me pull yours up. Yeah.
This is the dude right here. This is who she married. Don't nobody remember this?
Nobody. I don't think nobody. I don't think they care. It's men in here. I don't think the men in here care.
Oh.
Yeah, like we really obsessed with how he used to look.
Yeah, like nobody cares.
No.
The guys don't. The guys don't. I'll say that.
Saying he's an artist, and this used to be a hot song back in the day. Hold on, let me. Okay, that's all y'all do.
That's what you call programming when everybody does something for their mothers on the same day, regardless if it's natural feeling or not. Yeah, we was talking about that yesterday too.
Don, what is called Don here?
It wasn't the same day.
Down here in hell with you. Okay.
That's the song by Van Hunt. That song is old. That used to be the jam. WHUR 93. All the stations used to play that song. That was hot. If anybody know about a little bit about music, know about back in the day, and his because I got the CD because I enjoy the music. Y'all already know.
Okay.
So, yeah, and then when I found out she was messing with him, my heart just broke. I was like, oh, but because I was like crushing her. I was like, dang. But then I was happy. I was like, oh, she got a good. She got a good.
That's the minus part then. Oh boy, Beast, he done made it. What up, Beast?
What is that music?
I don't know. I need better music than that. What the hell was that?
Lord have mercy.
Molly, Molly played music when certain people pop in. So
he don't play music.
Got his own music. And Beast, that was your music.
I need better.
He's so far behind. It's not. It's Stream, y'all. It's not him. It's Stream, y'all. It's not.
Got to add some better music on this thing.
I'll send you what I want you to play for me.
Oh, that'd be lit. That
would actually be dope if you can customize.
That's off the StreamYard list.
You can send what you can.
Yeah, you can. I got the songs on here.
Yeah, but I got you. We'll work that out. But next time, Molly, I'd rather pop into nothing than that. I don't know what that was.
That
sounded like somebody's ringtone.
Yeah, elevator. At the doctor's office, listen to that.
Exactly, man. Let them know it's coming.
The David Green music was a little bit better than.
That's the one I.
He don't be awake to hear it anyway. So
I don't know which one was. I just deleted it though. Whatever one that was, I ain't. Yeah,
Slicky said we don't care.
Yeah, that man, huh? Yeah, that man. Richie said he was good and a good musician though, but it looked like they selling a product. It looked like they selling something, like they advertising whatever they selling. So they, the best thing to sell a sex product is them bed laying down. It's just like who's recording. It's a nigga over talking them with the camera.
Yeah.
As they people don't put two and two together. You think they just laying there, huh? Like no, it's somebody with a whole camera. They got lightning, her makeup done, all that shit. I'm like, this is advertisement. That's not no like.
It was. I think it was an advertising for that.
When they get up, they probably like, "All right, bitch, get out my face. I'm about to go."
Yeah, right. Get the fuck off me.
I don't know. But I always like Black Love. They really together and they really married. and they selling the product together. I think that's big. They making
I think
money.
that's dope.
They found a way.
Yeah, I love Black Love too. Because y'all remember they used to rip Holly Berry ass in the news. They was trying to tear her another one for a minute. So then they finally got off of her and on to the next. That's what they did.
Work, humiliation rituals, all of them get their turn. You know, you get big enough. Will Smith, yeah, you thought you was slick. Like, nah, all of y'all. I had you crying at the with the round.
Gotta humiliate you. Turn up. And you can stand the humiliation. Some people can't.
He's standing sharp going through it, but he dealing with it. You know, he about to get 100 million behind this shit. He ain't tripping. They always get money. Will Smith got a movie right after. I was like, this nigga playing a slave.
Right.
Yep, that's the part, though. That was your punishment.
They wanted to see him.
You want to act out of turn now, your ass from superhero to slave.
He picked his movie, so you know for him to have that, he ain't pick that.
Nah. Somebody said he gonna do this shit.
Publishers and stuff, the powers behind him. Just like when Chris Rock got slapped, he blew up. His tickets went from $20 to $30 tickets, $40 tickets to $100. They were like, damn, it cost that much to see Chris Rock just because he got slapped. It did. And Chris was like, thank you for the smack. That was a smack up. Boop. That was a leg up how they did that. Even if that was public humiliation, but
what else we hitting on for today?
What else we got in our arsenal? What we didn't talk about yesterday. There was a video that was sent in to us that we didn't get a chance to go through yesterday, but we would talk about that today.
I'll find some drinks. I got some drinks.
Yeah.
Then.
How did the show go yesterday?
Oh, the show went great yesterday. It was a very good show. We had Phil Strickland came and hung out with us, and we talked about, I found out a lot about how he started in comedy and, how he started his company during the pandemic. And then we talked about walking in your purpose. It was a great conversation about all those things, him being a paramedic and his wife being a nurse. It was definitely good hearing some of the stories that he told. He told a lot of the stories because his comedy came from basically the horrible things that he had to witness and see, during his long stint as a firefighter and paramedic. And he was like, he just had the knack of when people were in bad situations, finding a way to make them laugh and make them comfortable so that he could, help them and things like that. And that's where he kind of mastered his craft of being a comedian. So yeah. It was kind of crazy. He told a story about a baby. One of the times we knew that the people noticed that what he did was they had a real terrible situation where they had to recover a baby's body that was in a river. And all of them had to go to like counseling, group counseling and stuff like that after doing something like that. And the counselor said that he had a real knack for, turning the mood of the room around, not being rude or crass. Some people would take that situation and talk very, negatively and things like that. But he found a positive, just the positive things to talk about and kind of like change the mood of the room and stuff like that. And the lady told him, that he had a knack for that. So he started doing comedy. So, it was a good story. He told some tough stories like that one about the kid and this, that, and the other. He had a few more that was, pretty tough. So definitely check out that episode. As a matter of fact, I'm about to send out some reels and stuff. So, you can watch some clips of it and then check it out. And we talked about, the walking in your purpose. I feel like right now in my life, I'm beginning to walk in my purpose. And to be honest with you, I don't even know where that purpose is going. That's
what I was getting ready to say. Well, how do you know what your purpose is and how you know how to, that you're walking in it.
Well, the thing is, you all right, like for me, I can only speak for myself. I wasn't happy at work. I wasn't happy with my job. And let's get something straight. I had a very lucrative job. I was making a lot of money. I was definitely making more money than I'm making right now. And but I wasn't happy. And I knew that this wasn't the place I wanted to be for the next 15, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, so and I've been reading and getting myself together, and one of the things that I've been saying to myself is that if you're not happy with something and you don't make a change, then you're choosing it. So, I was like, well, why every morning do I keep on choosing to go to work? I can choose something different. And I decided to just step out on faith. But I prayed a lot and did all that kind of stuff. And God told me, well, quit then. So I quit. And I did not have another job. And I told God, I was like, well, my next job, I want it to be easy. I want to walk right into it. I don't want to have to go through all these steps. And believe me, I probably filled out 300 applications. All of them, none of them doing what I'm doing now, though, because I was saying to myself, I refuse to do this. I refuse to manage another restaurant. And so, then finally it came. I quit my job, and I was in my 2 weeks. My job was trying to get me to stay. I didn't want to stay. And then I was like, I don't know, I'll probably call my boy. He owns a bunch of restaurants. I'll just go help him out and cook. And so I called him and said I wanted to cook. He told me no. He was like, nah, I need you to come manage my restaurants. And he was like, well, what do you plan on doing? I was like, well, I plan on going to do this. He was like, all right, I'll pay you that plus bonuses. And you can pick what restaurant you want to work at. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to come work for me. So I decided to do it. And that's what I asked God for. I asked God that it wouldn't be easy. It wouldn't be hard. Then the people that I hated at my job, so I take that job. The people I hated at my old job now work for me. So the same people and that's how God works. So the same people that was irritating and pissing me off in my job and made me want to leave my job are now begging me for my business and bending over backwards to get it. You know what I'm saying? And the people are calling me for my job, and they're like, hell yeah, because I've also written, now that I got this job, I've written the best pricing agreement ever written. Nobody has gotten the terms that I got. Nobody, for this restaurant company. Nobody has these terms. No one. You know what I'm saying? So it's and now, like you said, God will he'll make your enemies your footstool. Yeah. So now they're begging me for my business and this, that, and the other. They're giving us free vacations and doing all these things to make it so that they can keep our business. And like I said, it was and right now I'm happy to go to work. It is a very demanding job. I'm not going to say it's not, but I'm still happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to go to work. I'm not like I was at my old job, just dreading even waking up the next day. So
you get burnt out because of the people or burnt out because of the job. I mean, what was making you? It was
for my old job
on the job, yeah. Because if you're making lucrative,
I'm not a good. All right, I mean, if y'all haven't met me by now, I'm not a good person to hold his tongue, and I don't play politics. Politics is not good for me. You know what I'm saying? Where people are telling you what you want to hear just so they can get a position or something like that. I am the complete opposite of that. And people who are like that, to me, are just hiding their insecurities. Like if all you're good at is kissing somebody's ass, then you're not good at your job. I fortunately am very good at my job. So therefore, I don't kiss anybody's ass, and I take criticism very carefully. Like I criticize. So when you criticize me, I am here for it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll change something if it don't make sense. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, if you tell me I'm lying, I'm going to show you receipts. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't have receipts, then I'm going to tell you I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? So Therefore, it's just who I am. But it became a real politics game, and unfortunately, I was high enough in the company that people wanted my vote or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they wanted me to support them, and I'm like, nah, you're like the worst person I've ever met. I will never support you. And when you say that to someone, then they take you and they put you as an enemy, and then they start doing things to hurt you. You get what I'm saying? They're not gonna, they're not gonna, then they start doing things to make you look bad because they don't want you to uncover what they really are. It's kind of like Kendrick Lamar said, if you don't lie on me, I won't tell the truth on you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you get when people can't find stuff. Then they'll start lying, they'll start making shit up, or they'll start making things that aren't a big deal into a big deal because they want to put you down because they don't know that you're not going to kiss their ass and have their support. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's kind of like what it became at my job, where everybody was it was like Game of Thrones in there, where everybody was trying to get to the top and become the king of shit. And if you didn't support them, then they would do whatever it takes to try to destroy you. So there you go. That's why I left.
Wow. It be like that sometimes. Sometimes you got to turn it up and step out there on faith. You got to do that.
Whenever a lot of money gets involved, that's when people start doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's unfortunately where I was in my life. But I'm happy I'm gone now. Like I said, shoot, I done got, now my company is giving me free hotel rooms, free vacations, free this, that, and other. My boss, I'm sending my boss to Mexico for 5 days on them, because I've already hooked up on all these things. Like I've already been
5 days
so
on them.
Yeah. Those trips are crazy, man. But when you buying at the level that my employer is buying, people don't realize that money is power, and you can set your own terms. Because
they know money is power. That's why they're trying to get the power.
Nah, we don't realize it as a culture. We don't. Because that's the whole thing that we're dealing with, with Target and all these other places that are doing things against us because we don't understand how much our money has power. You know what I'm saying? The black dollar has power. The black restaurants have power. And they don't understand because we're kind of new to the game, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been hiding it and putting it, telling us we're not all these things for so long that people don't realize that we are. You know what I'm saying? All these black companies that are coming up and growing and blowing up and exploding don't realize how much power they have and that you can dictate your own terms. You don't have to go, like when you're buying, like my joint, we're buying over $100,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? And when you're buying that amount, you can tell who you're buying from how much you want to pay. You just have to know how to phrase it.
Oh.
So, that's just, just a quick lesson on what I do. And, I'm happy now. I'm good. I'm about to get my daughter into school and have a great time. So there we are. It's a lot of things going on there. Trey, I don't know if you wanted to read these comments. Trey done disappeared. Everybody disappeared on my story. It was that boring?
No, I'm here because I'm here for it. I like it.
But yeah. So, so now I'm beginning to walk in my path. I still have a lot to learn. I still don't know where it's going to end up. I've committed a year. In a year, I'll reevaluate. It has already opened up other doors for me. Just by the short time I've been here, it definitely opened up doors in my company, but in the company I'm working for now. But I got another company after me right now that wants me to come and head up their. They're going to open up a restaurant, but they want me to basically be the head of their always nonprofit. So it's something that I'm looking at and thinking about. But I already committed a year here, so I'm gonna make all the changes and do all the stuff that I can do for a year. Next month, I'll probably be promoted and become the district guy and running from location to location. So we'll see how that goes. I just, appreciate it, Aquarius. I'm not exactly sure everything you said, but I'll say I appreciate it because it looks positive. Don't look like you're looking for me or trying to kill me today. So I appreciate it. But everything's good, man. Life is good. My daughter's getting ready to go to prom. I'm super excited about that, and graduation, excited about that. So, it's a good week, and then get ready for this summer, trying to do some things with the kids this summer and do a little. I want to plan a trip or something, go somewhere nice, but I probably won't be able to do that until next year. So, it's a good time to be me right now. So, I'm good. Trying to be more like Chow Bout, man. Enjoy the kids and just enjoy life and have a good day. Don't worry about little stuff like cleaning up your basement and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
You just gonna stop getting on my boy shouting about his basement. Leave him alone.
I don't have to worry about. No, I'm not saying nothing, man. I'm just saying,
You just saying, picking at the basement.
Just saying, I just want to be more like him. You know what I'm saying? Got these just random white kids running around your basement and stuff. So,
Them his children.
That's the life, huh?
Them his children.
I don't know what they his, man. That one white kid looked like he came straight from the island of Caucasus. Caucasian. He's about as white as they get.
Well, that's because his partner is white. So
at least he has some type of what you call it, but it's all good.
He said that his kids, him and his kids and stuff is exotic. Yes. Exotic.
You see his reel. He got them with helmets on in the yard and stuff like that. Nah, them ain't black kids. Black kids don't have no helmets, no knee pads, nothing like that. Shit, black kids, we just send them out there. We don't even give them instructions. Those white kids look like they read the instructions to ride that bike. You know what I'm saying? They not black if they read the instructions. Nah, we don't even read the instructions. We just hop on the bike and go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Hold me. You got it. Hold it up.
JoJo, baby.
Grand Rising, JoJo.
What's up, everybody? What's going on, Mr. Rodney? Who else on the scene today?
Yeah. Molly, when JoJo come in, you need to make like a dandelion float through the screen or some bullshit.
On the screen, man. Didn't get a chance.
Okay, well, take them off. Hold on, JoJo. Okay, bring him back on.
You messed it up. It's too late, man.
Bring him back on. Oh, okay.
You gotta play the music, man. Where the music at, JoJo?
Everybody get intro music.
You
the dandelion music.
We hear the song pop back. I know somebody.
They got dandelion song, shorty. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah, I'm sure to create one.
I'm gonna try to tell you, motherfucker, shutting the sunflower down with the dandelion game, baby.
Yeah, I told my wife that shit. She looked at me like I was fucking crazy. I was like, yeah, you can eat them junk. She was like, what? She was like, who the fuck eat dandelions out here? I was like, JoJo.
That's exactly what they put in your mind. See, they put that in your mind to killing the weeds. They know good, but they using all them for medicine. It's a natural medicine and all that. So it's just a trick. You just going for the trick. Who eats that? Who would do that? That's exactly what they want you to say. You know what I'm saying? While turning around, they got fields of them growing underneath a greenhouse, selling them and making medicine out of them and cornering the market and letting you get sick. You can killing them in your ground, and you getting sick with the Roundup, sniffing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Good morning, licking your fingers,
reaching in the bag of chips with the Roundup on your fingers, getting you a couple motherfucking barbecued cheddar cheese chips while you take a Roundup break.
Well, JB was in the house, and so was JoJo, baby. That's JJB, and we had JB in the house Saturday. They came out for the good comedy show, for the comedy show.
Hey, you okay over there, Reese? She laughing her ass off.
Never mind. I was just yeah.
Dang, you all right? That was kind of weird. Somebody, you had a little. She got a little excited. What kind of memory you had there, Reese? That was the memory you had.
No, I
Hold on,
was
what
laughing
happened?
about what I said. I said the good comedy show, and then I took it back and said the comedy show because it was some.
What Rodney? What happened was she brought the coochie out with her that night, right? So all her memory, she ain't used it, but she brought it with her. She said, "Fuck, I'm gonna bring it with me." You know what I'm saying? Just to get
she
used
had
to
it in
carrying
the
it around
bag.
again.
Yeah, she took it for a walk.
They're taking it for a walk, right? You want to go to work with me? You know what I'm saying? Let's take it to work. So she sat on it, and all the thoughts of that comedy show just make her giggle because she ain't had it on for a while.
Yeah,
you know. So
all right, good for her. That's what I'm
that
talking
is.
about.
That's all that is, Rodney. I mean, that's why she was giggling like that. She just the thought of sitting on that thing again was very giggly. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Whatever.
It's muddy now though because
get out
she
of
didn't
here. Is
wipe
that a true story?
Rodney, it's muddy though. It's not dusty no more. It's muddy because she didn't dust it off before she put it on, so she got sweaty.
Oh,
Now that shit muddy a little bit. It's a little muddy now. Some of that good clay.
You know, now she gotta take it and get a new carburetor and you know, spray it off a little bit and see if it still start the same a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, at least change the battery on that thing. You can't, you know, after 3 years that battery dead.
Yeah, that motherfucker dead. Ain't no question.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't hear nothing about that. I'm gonna have to look into that. I know it wasn't none of the ones I go to though, because I know the people that make this shit there. But they said there was 2 dispensaries in DC, Northeast and Northwest, that was raided and shut down for allegations of lacing their weed with fentanyl.
Wow.
Edibles with fentanyl. That's crazy.
Damn.
That's why I make my own, baby. Hey,
wow.
They trying to get you on it.
I wonder which ones was that. I know a lot of them ones up there in that area.
It's the ones that always was running the low budget sales. 3 for 75. You know what I'm saying? 3/4 for 75.
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know which ones.
The one on 8th Street, I know about that one. I stopped going to that one a while back. I know which one that one is.
Damn, yo, that's crazy.
You think, they were saying they was shutting them down because they didn't have they was illegally put up. They didn't have the license.
Yeah, the one on 8th Street, you went in there and bought a t-shirt and they would give you weed. They weren't legit anyway. That joint wasn't legit anyway. Like you'll go in there and buy a $75 t-shirt and they get a bag of weed with it.
Yeah, see, if you bought the blue shirt, you got the blueberry. If you bought the red shirt, you got the strawberry cough. And if you, you know what I mean?
So that was
I guess
anyway.
That's a way of getting around it, huh? Because you could give it as a gift. But so they was doing that. They did a lot of places.
Yeah, they be doing that at a lot of those bud shows when DC first did that, open legalized that shit. Remember them house parties? They'd have motherfucking lined up. They were cleaning up in DC, boy. They was lined up around the block to getting that weed party.
Yeah, they was doing that back in 2000. They was doing that a few years ago. They've been doing that a few years. I remember, you get a little rubber band bracelet, pay $25 for and get a thing of weed with it, little, and they tell you
walk through somebody's living room and kitchen, down the back into the backyard with the little vendors and shit. That was it.
Because they said that you could give it out, but you couldn't sell it. So that's how they was getting over. Oh, boy, you buy the bracelet and get the weed free. This is your gift. I seen them do that. So then they got on a big scale, start doing it big time out of a shop. Crazy.
Out of some kind of barber shop upstairs.
It's crazy.
I'm not familiar with the one on Hobart. I don't know about that one.
It's the most unfortunate. Did y'all hear they closing down Adventure World too? I mean, not Adventure World, Six Flags. It's
Thank
closing.
God.
They lost the Redskins. They lost Six Flags. PG County losing all.
Well, he sold that. They were all under the same company. He sold all that. That's why.
So he sold all of that. So all
Daniel Snyder owned that Six Flags.
Wow.
And when he sold the Redskins, he sold that land and property too.
I did not know. Did he own the Camelot? That's right across from the Camelot.
Nah, that's a church.
Okay, I don't know.
Camelot is owned by
up there. I don't know how far he expanded.
Camelot is owned by that church there, but they're supposed to be making it a mall and housing too. That's what they're gonna turn it into.
They're gonna turn Six Flags into a mall.
Yeah.
That's a lot of property. Instead of bringing Landover Mall,
malls are played out though. I mean, they're trying to bring malls back because malls was played out. They stopped malls. There's only a few malls that really can do good. You know what I mean?
Well, at one point in time, the FBI building was supposed to be coming to Greenbelt, but I heard that Trump is saying no to that. I don't know if that's true or not. But at one point in time, the FBI building was going to be built in Greenbelt. That was going to be a $2 billion joint. So they was going to be putting, more malls and more housing for all the FBI agents that would be moving to the Greenbelt area. So all around there and everything, they were going to have more housing. Just like they're going to shut down. What is that? It's not called not RFK. The other building, where the East West now Stadium, whatever it's called. Now they're going to shut all that. All that's supposed to be knocked down too, and become a like a tourist spot or whatever when it gets knocked down once they finish RFK. But that's you talking about stuff that's going to be like 5 years from now. None of this shit is happening like in the next 2 years. It's going to be 5 years before all that gets redeveloped and done. And if the FBI building still comes to Greenbelt, I heard that was done, but now I'm hearing that Trump is saying hell no to it. So
said, fuck no, we leaving that shit right in DC. First y'all take the Redskins, take them out Maryland. Now y'all trying FBI, nah. Y'all ain't keep that shit right in DC.
The Commanders not out. What they call now?
They coming back.
The Commanders coming back to DC. They're
going back to DC or to Maryland.
DC.
They are in Maryland.
Right, they leave Maryland.
2030, baby. No, we're gonna have a glass top.
They almost crept off Virginia. Virginia was trying to kidnap them. Virginia
was all planned.
Hey, Thomas.
Since the day the new group took over, they wanted it in DC. It was never supposed to be going to Virginia since the new group took over. Snyder was trying to get it out in DC. But the new group took over. Snyder was trying to get it out in Virginia, but now the new group, it's in DC. They already put out the plans and everything. They got the property and everything. That shit gonna happen.
That's good for them. I'm like,
100,000 jobs for
That's
DC for the next 5 years.
What?
Do they need to do something with the property that Landover Mall used to sit on over there?
Well, they were supposed to be developing that. That was actually, I heard a lot of different things because that was in the bidding for the FBI too. But if the FBI goes to Greenbelt, I heard they trying to make that into a Great Wolf Lodge and some bunch of other shit over there.
Wow, what they gonna knock down to take to do all of that?
They're gonna knock down the stadium. When the stadium get knocked down, they're gonna use the Landover and and turn it. It's supposed to become like a destination spot. They was talking about all kinds of crazy shit.
All you need is a can opener to knock down that stadium.
That's what Obama do, move place to place and get no better. Yeah. Who you like, Chow? Who you like, Chow? You like the Giants or the Jets? Y'all always got two options in New York.
The two terrible options right now, so I don't know what
They was hopeful as the motherfucker last couple years though, but Aaron Rodgers wasn't they them Jets. They was hopeful as a motherfucker, boy.
All right, I got y'all sports heads on the line. Turn Up Tuesday. What is this about? Redskins are playing in Madrid. They're going to Madrid to play.
everybody got the country and player of the year. They set up these overseas. I hate them games. They be coming on their weird hours. They be making the worst matchups. But yeah, we played out London the last couple.
I know Dallas played in London before over
I
there
mean,
in
Jaguars
England.
pretty much home team. I mean, home field is in Europe, isn't it? So
That's what they're trying to do. Yeah, they're trying to move the
I'm just
Jaguars.
saying, pretty much. I mean, they every
Yeah.
year they got a couple games over there. They stay there for like
Yeah,
2
they
weeks
got-
and
they
play
got-
two
yeah.
different teams. The
Mhm.
Jaguars and shit.
I thought they
Right?
was
Ain't the
trying to
Jaguars the
introduce
Jaguars,
our
right? Isn't it?
football to
Yeah,
their
it's the
Jacksonville.
football.
Jags.
Their football
Yeah,
Yeah,
is
it's
it's
the
fun.
Jags.
Jacksonville. Yeah, the one. What's the name? What's the white boy quarterback? What's his name?
So I
I
thought
forgot
they
his
was
name, but I
doing
got
that.
you.
Now, can somebody explain why they do destination games like that
They trying.
International
every
money,
year?
man, more money.
Do
Yeah.
Trying to
all the
get trying
teams
to.
do it?
I don't think so. Yeah, but they
No.
will eventually.
You got
Eventually,
two times.
You got what?
because Reese, they'll have like Jacksonville will be there every year. They'll have a couple games. It's almost like the Cowboys every year on Thanksgiving. You know, when nobody wanted to do it on Thanksgiving because everybody wanted to be home, the Cowboys
Trevor
said
Lawrence.
we'll take it. You know what I mean? And that's why they locked in. So they doing that like kind of the same thing in other countries now. Mexico, who playing now? Mexico? Didn't somebody play in Mexico last year? Ain't that gonna be there?
I should have known Chout Bout. So yeah, they're trying to do one team in I think in South America, and they're trying to do one in Europe. And I know Jacksonville is the one I think they're trying to move to Europe. And I'm not sure. I can't remember which is the other team they're trying to do, either like Mexico or South America. It's all about who's going to pay them the most money and who can
Just
get them,
like
who they can get the
so,
most money from.
we do that too. Out there, we do that with like basketball. Like you got Toronto, and you got the Raptors, and you got what's it called up there in Canada. You know what I mean? You play for that team, you live there, you live in Canada. You know what I mean? So that's the home base.
And I
So
think
it's
they
the
have
same type.
I think it's like up to like 8 games now they're having in different areas in different places.
Different
Yeah,
countries.
hockey, they all do it though. Hockey does it. And,
I didn't know hockey did
because
it.
it's a whole nother fan base.
Hockey's really, we just got the best market, but hockey it's that Russia and that's that cold weather. That's them other countries' sports for real because it's cold all the time. We're up in North America,
Well, what
Canada.
they doing in Africa other than sending South Africans over here to to the airport?
Africa's big on soccer.
Yeah, they got soccer.
Okay.
They got a lot of shit. They track and field. They
track and field. I'm about to say, nigga.
Yeah, that's they
shit. They be racing niggas barefooted, Molly. They ain't got no problem with it.
Long distance too. Fucking
long. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You always see an Ethiopian winning the marathons. Watch a fucking marathon. It's always an Ethiopian winning.
That was a myth. That was a myth back in the day. The white boys always knew with the cross country and all that. No, that shit ain't real. Don't bring the land over. Don't.
How the hell Chow Bao like Denver? He picked the whitest team. You know what I'm saying? That's Chow Bao got a problem, man. We need.
My brother played with them. He won a Super Bowl with them. Chow. Yeah, that'd been crazy. I love Broncos. I got some love for them. But I'm an Eagles fan.
Yeah, me too. I kind of like the Broncos too. I don't know why, but there's a lot of teams that I like now that I didn't used to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I fuck with the Commanders now with their young beast quarterback. You know what I'm saying? How can you be a sports fan and not like them? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, a beast. You know. Got to give this up.
Of a beast, did any of you hear about what happened yesterday at Dulles Airport?
Nah, what happened?
It was I got to do more research on the story, but I like to bring awareness to it in case somebody else know the full Monty. So this is why I'm talking about it. Allegedly, a lot of South African immigrants came. They're fleeing. They're looking for asylum.
And they flew into Dallas?
And they
On Dulles?
flew through Dulles Airport. They came from South and landed in Dulles Airport. If I could go back and find the story about them coming here for asylum, and they South Africa is upset because they're saying that, hey, ain't nobody chasing nobody. Should nobody be fleeing to America for asylum? Let me see if I can look it up while y'all talk about your football thing and bring it to you live and uncut. Because I was like, what? And then I didn't get a chance to do all of my digging. And
I guess another story they trying to put out here. You see the other story they try to say trending too. They talking men out here cutting their eyelashes to look more masculine. I'm like, what? That ain't a thing.
I just did a joke. I just did a joke about that shit,
right?
man.
Nah, they trying to post that a lot, but everybody like, well, what a minute that's doing this. I keep saying the same video, the same people.
Man, I stopped going to the barbershop because the barber kept asking me I want my eyebrows clipped. Nigga, get off my eyebrows. Nigga, no, I don't want my eyebrows done. Nigga, fuck wrong with y'all. I thought
that was like a gang thing or whatever. They put like the two slits in their eyes.
Oh, that's different. That's different.
Is that what you're talking about?
They cut their lashes. They lashes.
Oh, lashes.
Off their eyes.
Lashes.
Yeah, they cutting them off. It make them look more masculine. So men don't want long eyelashes no more. I'm like, I don't know. How getting the eyelashes cut. I don't know why they try and make it seem.
I got the story
happening. I don't know. No
what?
I got this.
Yeah, this shit be going on very good.
Can
y'all catch me up on what y'all talking
about? Your eyes gonna be dusty as shit.
Molly said there's a story going around now that men are cutting their eyelashes off to look more masculine.
Yeah, they trying to say it's trend. I'm like, that's not a trend. Y'all lying. Like people.
My question is, who is naturally this close in your face?
Exactly.
Because I can't see nobody lashes until I'm that close to their face.
I'm 40 years old and I've never had the I'm 46 actually.
I thought that starts the shit from.
I never had the conversation with any man saying if you cut your eyelashes off, you look way more masculine.
Yeah, I never heard
that. That shit make you look sick, nigga.
I talked to a lot of
if you
people
keep the
in my
left
life.
one, you straight though. But if you keep the right one, you gay. So you might as well
nigga,
cut your right eyelash.
Hey dog, hey dog, your eyelash is real pretty. That's gonna be a problem when you get older.
Yeah, when you go to jail, they're gonna be all of your eyelashes.
Hey, I need those eyelashes.
Nigga, you gonna have some dusty ass eyeballs if you cut your eyelashes off.
I thought that's what keep all that shit, all that pollen, all that extra
shit. Niggas be cutting all their hair off and shit, and like that shit cool. That's the razor companies trying to get y'all niggas to go for shit waxing and shit, nigga. Who do that, nigga? Let your armpits and your coochie hair grow, y'all.
Now they selling you aftershave and bump removal and all that type of shit. So
They be putting that motherfucking remember that shit? What was that shit? That Magic Shave, yo, for years.
This shit in the can, the paper can.
Yo,
type
back in the day, that shit stunk so bad, yo. For years, I thought my dad's shit just stunk so bad, yo. And until I found out that was the shaving shit, I was like,
remember that Brute and shit, that green
put that shit on your face.
All the old heads had Brute, BR. UIT or some shit.
Yeah,
because niggas ain't supposed to use razors.
We had Brute by Fabergé.
Niggas ain't supposed to use razors because we get hair bumps. So
and our hair is thicker than everybody else's, sort of, pass out the follicles like it's supposed to.
Man, that racist ass shit. They try to make brothers shave their face in the army. Here, you got razor bumps all up on your neck, and you still shaving over the bumps on that mother, scarring them razor bumps up. Fuck these niggas crazy as shit. Put no motherfucking
for your job
razor
and shit.
That's a white man shit.
Lumped up for the job.
I mean, there's some shit for some people and some shit for other
what I
people.
was
White people can use razors. Black people, you have that very fine hair.
Nah, you sent it or something?
Well, I sent it in the group, but I can read it here. This is in the news, and then they reported it.
I don't know if we can trust the read.
It says a group of about 50 white South African landed at the
white
International. That's what it said. White South.
Yeah. Now I know what you're talking about.
I got you. Now I did it. Now I'm trying to figure out how they got on the plane.
On Monday. Wait a minute. They said on Monday.
They wouldn't even let the
as
niggas on the plane.
refugees,
They'd be
they
like,
said-
nah,
They're saying they're refugees coming to
Right.
the United States under the humanitarian designation.
That's Elon Musk people,
Wait a
man.
minute, meant for people
Yeah, they
fleeing
coming.
war and persecution. Because they said if they stay in that country, that they're fleeing war and persecution. They say it's not safe in their country.
Yeah, because black people taking that
Come,
shit
brothers.
back. That's why.
Cruella, come, brothers.
It
Yeah.
says Trump administration
What's up,
has
Christy?
suspended for all other groups worldwide. That they suspended it for all groups worldwide, but these 50 white South African people could come here because they're fleeing persecution and war. I didn't know there was a war in that country like that.
Yeah, no,
But-
they
but
kicking the
South
white people
Africa
out of
is
South
mad
Africa, baby.
because South Africa saying it's a lie.
Reese.
Don't be wearing them fake
You don't
ass
be. I
glasses
thought
in
you
the
watched a
time,
lot
man.
of.
Yeah. So
Chris.
Elon Musk,
do
I'll
it,
give you
girl.
a little bit more to it. So Elon Musk is a white South African. You are aware of that, correct?
Yes.
All right. Trump earlier like last month put some kind of stipulation in where white South Africans can flee here because they are trying to persecute them and take back the land and the stuff that the white people who live in South Africa have stolen. And they have put together the people of South Africa have put together things to help black South Africans get their land back. And the white South Africans who own the land are not happy about it. So now they're saying that they're being persecuted and being they're being persecuted and attacked and this, that, and the other when people are trying to get their land back. And now they're calling themselves, because they're white, now they're white South Africans so that they can keep their land and the property that they stole. That's what's happening.
Refugees. That's not refugees.
Of course they're not refugees.
Brought to
And
you
that's
by
the
Dad
whole reason
Mentality
why.
Podcast.
That's the whole reason why the South African country is like, I don't know why the fuck they run it. But in reality,
they refugees if they say they refugees. What you talking about?
But in reality, the reality is that the country and the nation is trying to get back the property and stuff that they own, and they are coming after those white individuals. Call them white South Africans, call them whatever you want to call them. But they have stolen that property and stolen that stuff, and now people are trying to get it back, and now they're refugees because the government is going after them. So they consider themselves
a standstill. They're saying we wasn't taking no more refugees.
Who?
They've been put that in with Trump.
No, they're taking the South African white ones. Yes, they're taking them. They're gonna stay here, baby. It's a bill that was just passed.
Don't sit there and act like you
I know. Don't
cut it out.
Leave alone.
South African.
It always is until they say it ain't. Until they need
right
whatever.
here
Come
in the
on,
news
yo.
that this is supposed to be. Well, they suspended it for all other groups except for white. Is that what you're saying? Everything's gonna be all white.
No, except white South Africans, and
Wait a minute.
and maybe a couple Ukrainians. Some of the white Ukrainians, they can come.
Yeah, they got no attachment.
Here's another part of the report. Trump administration is welcoming a small group of white South African refugees.
Not black.
This is exactly. Saying they are facing discrimination and violence at their homes.
Not discrimination and violence at their homes.
Discrimination.
Well, I'm trying to break it down for you so you understand what's going on. That's what's going on.
It sounds so
That's not going on nowhere else, though. That's not going on in Mexico. That's not going on nowhere else. Just South Africa. You know what I'm saying? So nobody else can use that excuse. Just South
Follow
Africa.
the money. Follow the money, baby. Follow the money.
Money.
That's what I say. The name changed, but the money stayed the same, baby.
Thank you. Broke it down. So if
You
you're
can,
rich,
all that slave money, you can never hide it. It's always going to be there. You know what I'm saying? You might can't follow the family, but you can follow that money.
You see, they ain't vote them out of there, did you? Ain't nobody vote for them white people to leave their land. No, they start going on their farms and killing them. This our shit. And then they
Yeah.
like, hold up, they serious. Yeah, they
Yeah.
serious. Let's get the fuck
That
up
shit
out of
happened.
here. And Trump
That
helping
shit
them out.
happened here in
I'm like,
America. They did the same thing here.
yeah, it ain't voting don't
That's how they
change
built the
shit.
railroad. That's how
Voting
they built the
don't change.
railroad
You
here.
gotta really put in work out here.
So, you know, hey
Only
man.
50 of them, huh? Fled.
Hey, what's her name? And what's her name? And who that in there? Chrissy. Chrissy, don't be putting them glue on your motherfucking eyelashes,
Yeah.
niggas. You stupid. You know what I
What
mean?
you
You
talking
talking
about?
about
What I
you glue
missed?
them shut. What's up with y'all women with these long ass eyelashes, man? Cut
They
that shit
do.
out.
Women do it for women, brother. They do it all for women. You know what I'm saying? They don't. Ain't no man ever said, baby, if you had longer eyelashes, you sure
I'm
would be
trying to
prettier.
tell you, yo, what the fuck?
Ain't not one person.
Niggas have more motherfucking their hair longer than their eyelashes than it is on their heads. Little nappy head niggas running around, ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Ain't even combing their hair and shit, and their eyelashes long as a motherfucker. Cut that shit out. We don't need long ass eyelashes. I like just regular eyelashes. I think all men would say that. You know what I mean?
It
Like,
don't
who
matter. It
made
ain't not
that
up
up?
to us, JoJo. It ain't for us, man. They're not doing it for us.
Whatever lashes that came with my body, that's crazy. If people can probably make their feet bigger, they will. I got my feet done. Nah, I went from a 6 to a 10. Yeah, I couldn't do them little feet, man. That shit ain't match my legs. Like, if niggas can change it, they would. If niggas can make themselves taller, shorter, they'll find a way
They
to do
actually
it.
can. They putting stuff to make him.
Nah, I'm talking about physically, not no like heels or nothing. Like they can
No,
literally
they
have
doing
surgery.
surgery. Getting
Fuck
their
nah.
implants. Yep.
No, I'm talking about their legs like taller or
They get
short. I
knee
ain't talking about
implants to
they
make
dick.
them taller. Yeah.
All they gotta do is that old I forget which village that is, and I think it's Africa somewhere, or Ethiopia, it's somewhere over there where they put them rings around their neck and stretch their necks. Their necks be getting
Yeah.
long as a bitch. You seen that?
Yeah. The
Yeah, you
women
can get taller
doing
like that. You can getting taller now. Shit, just be a
ears
long
and
neck
shit,
ass nigga. That's all.
and big holes in their ears.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where they get it from. The white people that be wearing them
I'm
them
trying
big
to figure out,
ass.
is he talking about the men's eyelashes or women's
Yeah.
eyelashes?
Hey, what
I'm
you
a
talking
little
about?
confused,
LA?
LA. You
You talking about men lashes? What you talking about, right?
You been hanging out with Drake and shit. Who knows what's going on out there?
He said LA was hanging out with Drake. Oh, he was up there in
Yeah.
Canada. That's right.
He out there with Drake. Who knows where LA going at?
He up there saying no new friends, no new friends. That was Drake.
Bacon, what up, Bacon?
That
That's
right. Learn your lesson, girl. Get that shit off your face.
Them brothers.
You know, I had them one time too. That's not good for women. I don't think.
What's that?
I mean, the cumbrellas or whatever. I was one and done. It would only take me one time to learn the lesson.
What's a cumbrella?
Them long eyelashes.
And we went to a parlor to get them done, and
I guess that would work.
ridiculous.
You nut it on her forehead, they would keep it out her eye for sure. Them big ass eyes.
Oh, JoJo baby rethinking it now. Like,
No,
maybe I
I
do like
mean-
your eyelashes.
And they said stop the cat.
Who, JoJo baby?
Dang. Yeah.
No,
I don't like none of that. I don't like none of that for real. I don't like extensions. I'm not really hip on none of that stuff. I don't like none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't. The wigs I can get with. You know what I'm saying? You can take your hair and wash your hair and all that with the wigs on. You know what I'm saying? You
I
know,
don't like none of that shit.
but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But you get that extension. You can't even wash your hair when you got all that shit in your hair. They don't want the hair wet. Don't want to wash it. Shit. And you got your nails digging, scratching. Yeah, bitch, take that shit out and wash your hair. That's why it's itching, motherfucker. That's why.
I'm
You
so
know what
happy
I'm
my wife
saying?
started dreading her hair. I'm so.
What you talking about, perms and stuff?
Nah, my wife started dreading her shit. I'm so happy. I hate that. I hated all that shit. I can't stand
Oh
it.
yeah, dreads. I'll take that. I'd rather you have that all day. That's some real
What you
shit.
talking about, like weaves and perms and shit, or what you talking
Yeah,
about?
weaves,
Yeah, that weave.
wigs.
Oh, I mean, if you
All
got
that
a
I'm
shit.
perm,
tired of that
it's your
shit.
hair.
Last
You can perm your
That's
hair.
what
You
the
doing
man
all
is
right.
talking about. I mean, do y'all find that? So you all on the panel, of course, you all do find natural women attractive.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
palm
I don't know why.
Natural and maintained, because natural don't just mean let it just do whatever
True.
just because. Nah, natural and maintained.
Well, with Dave, you might be good. What funny man that?
Except for her underarms. Yeah, she got to
Yeah,
cut that.
because you talking about some.
Yeah, you got to
That
cut
ain't
your
gonna work for me.
underarms. Yeah, I
That's
can't
not
do
gonna
that.
work.
Nah, Slim, you can rock them. You can do whatever you want
That's
on your
right. He jumped up like that
underarm.
He
No.
Mr. Essential Oil over there,
No,
fine with
sir.
an
Y'all
armpit being
niggas,
No.
on.
y'all don't know what y'all missing, son. You know what I'm
bush.
saying?
He
Y'all got
said,
this
wow,
y'all got
natural.
throwback. You got throwback 1970s Playboys.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Where you get
Hell
that, where you get
yeah.
all three of them shits. You got
Them
the girls
videos
got their
back in the
little
day,
proud.
them puff balls was crazy.
Them women
in the
proud of
Hustler
themselves, proud of
magazine,
their bodies,
all the
nigga.
black
God gave
ladies
you
was
hair under
hairy.
your arm. Sorry,
They
God
sure
gave
enough
you hair.
did. And in the porno, there was all
Hairy
bush.
legs, nigga,
Yeah,
hairy
so
legs. Go
Bush.
ahead, get them on,
Damn.
son.
In the porno movies back
No.
in the vintage pornage, that's
Somebody
what they call
call
it.
a
Vintage
gardener.
porno. Everybody was all hairy.
Nope.
The black
Call a
women.
landscape
Oh,
person.
I'm sorry. You got that's where my line draws. Underarm hair, that's the end of our relationship. I'm sorry. I can't even
No,
respect
sir.
So what's the story about the underarm hair? Just ill is
I
just
can't
freaky
respect
to
it.
you, or you
It
just
just
Huh?
looks like you don't
It
care.
looked like you got a whole nother vagina under your arm. I don't like that
Yeah,
shit.
like
And that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
That's a woman.
Yeah.
It's a woman. A
Yeah.
woman with three
Yeah.
vaginas. I'm sorry.
Nah.
vagina.
You got
Nah. I'm
three of them
good.
What'd you
motherfuckers
say?
coming
What
out
you
your
call it,
three
Jojo?
times.
Vagina.
Vagina. I
I'm
take it all
good,
day. Got
bro.
three of them.
I can't
Yeah.
do it. I
Baby,
can't do it.
get it up.
LA
If she
said,
Hey,
got
I'm
enough,
sorry,
I love
JoJo.
her. I
I
love her
can't.
confidence. She want her hair long.
but
She
how
want
you
a
know?
bush. Grow a
Sasquatch.
bush. I love confidence.
You raise your arm and you got underarm under the head, I will stop talking to you. I won't be your friend.
Yeah, I was
They
about
talking
to
about
say
some
that.
hey Rodney.
I won't be your sister. I won't be
Hey
none of
Rodney,
that
what's
shit.
up?
Yeah, we ain't nothing. I will
Okay,
Let's
not.
take a picture
okay.
together.
I see
I
what's
can't.
up. You won't be
I
your
can't
sister. You
respect
don't
it.
shave yours. Okay, I mean, men probably
So
shaving
I
theirs
can't.
too.
I
Niggas,
can't
Rodney,
respect
niggas
it.
be
so say you and the woman get it on, and you didn't notice her underarm hair first, and she
I would
raised her
stop
arm.
instantly.
You
Yeah,
like
stop instantly mid stroke. I would leave and be like, nah, you gotta take care of
She
that.
talking, what's the problem?
Yeah, nah, no.
what you gonna go? No. They be like,
No.
Rodney. She was like, oh, sick.
blow
I
the
can't
spot
do
up, Reese, and show them niggas how to grow bush, baby. Show the bush. Get the tree piece.
I
But
don't have
they got
underarm hair like that.
what?
I thought
I'm
you
not
did.
hairy. I don't have underarm hair like
Oh.
that. No.
Oh, okay.
You need some underarm wigs, underarm hair wigs. That you need to get
Yeah, they call it a frontal.
Underarm hair weave.
You need a
Oh, she got
close
the
weave
lace
under
on
that
her arms today. I see you.
Uh-huh.
Got the little lace going. What you
No,
doing over
lacy
there,
legs.
girl? What you doing over there? Hold
She
on.
been ticklish. I think she brought that
Uh-oh.
thing with her that night. I'm telling you.
All she
Oh,
need is
man.
one of them little feathery
I think she brought it
shawls,
out.
like burlesque.
She
Get
probably
her one of them feathery joints, like Aretha Franklin
She
or some
probably
shit.
opened her window up, Rodney, on the way to Baltimore, riding from PG,
I had my
and
little black boa
hung
with
that
me.
coochie out the window and let it get some
Yeah, let it
air
get
and
fresh
shit. She was
air.
riding
That
down the
joint,
road, just screaming that bitch down the road.
Peekaboo.
Just
There
had
you
that
go.
motherfucker hanging out the sunroof, that joint hanging out the sunroof,
Look,
getting
Mr.
some
Ricky,
air and shit.
I gotta get Phil to
Looked
tell
like a
y'all who Mr.
Labrador
Ricky is.
retriever hanging out the
With
sunroof.
JoJo, Saturday when you walked away, Mr. Ricky said, "Is it safe to come over there now?"
Dang.
Who said?
All right, you scared of JoJo? What kind of grown man scared of people?
Mr. Ricky, he was like, "All those
Same
men
type of grown man
you."
scared of motherfucking underarm hair, nigga.
I ain't scared of it. I'm just not for
Not
it.
about to
I'm not here
tolerate
for
it.
that. I don't give a fuck. Shit, I'll say it to her face. I ain't scared of it. But you ain't got me. I'm good. Like,
Y'all need to go back to them 1970s
like
Playboy,
I don't
Penthouse,
understand. Hey,
Playboy,
JoJo, so
and
you sitting there
Penthouse.
talking to a woman, just having a natural conversation. She raised her arm and got a full bush under there. Your ass gonna sit there.
I'm gonna say, good.
I gotta say something. Y'all can't. I was saying
It's like
big, but
having
a lot of
eyebrows,
shit.
nigga.
Ain't no way. Nah, dog.
It's like having eyelashes, brother. Arm hair
I'll
is
be in
from
that joint.
God,
I'll be in
yo.
that joint like, oh shit.
Where did this shit come from? This some old white people shit. Y'all just go for the okie doke, yo. It's
Oh
like
shit. I'm
nobody
like, oh nah,
shaved.
you got
Who shaved their
bitch. Shut
arms, yo?
up.
Until the white man took over on this TVs and all that shit. No niggas shaved their underarms back in the day. Fuck, nobody put that shit.
Oh,
Now
I
you
don't
got
shave
pumps
my
that.
underarms. I just don't have that much
I'm not
underarm hair
me.
like
I'm
that.
talking about a
saying,
woman.
man.
I'm
I
not
know.
me.
Ain't nobody did that until they started advertising that shit to sell razors, man. What is she
I'm
talking
just
about?
selling razors.
well, you know what? I'm gonna buy
Trying
some
to sell
stock and
razors,
razors
man.
because ain't no
So what?
fucking
So
way.
does that make you less of a man if she's hairier than you?
I don't know about that. How
You
that?
heard
I'm
me,
just
I'm just.
motherfucker.
She got more underarm hair than you
That would
do, or
be
just
like
as
me
much. Are
saying.
y'all competing with each
Like
other,
me
or
saying.
y'all? Are
That
you
would
still
be
the
like
man?
me
I'm just
saying.
trying to
I
understand.
just can't do a
I'm just saying
mustache.
though.
Now
That'd be
anybody
like
out there with
me
a
saying.
mustache
Them
and a
older chicks
beard,
that be hitting them cigarettes with them little peach
yeah,
fuzz
niggas
around the
always talking
shit.
about
Nah.
them girls with the
Yeah,
best
that ain't
head.
right though because your hair longer. Our hair longer than a lot of bitches. So does that make them less than of a
man.
woman because your hair longer? Cut
Hey,
it out,
real
yo.
in real life, you dog.
Yeah,
I'll take a
Nah,
mustache
it ain't the
over a hairy
same.
armpit any day of the week, dog.
That ain't the
I ain't
same.
Ew.
Just
gonna
like you
lie.
ain't looking for no woman with this
I'm
right
not
here.
gonna prefer it.
yeah, I
I'm not
can't.
gonna prefer it, but I take it. If I had to choose between a mustache or hairy armpits, I'm 100% gonna be like, hey, baby, with the mustache, come on,
Oh
come
hell,
on, come on,
Nah,
because I
I'm
can't
trying.
deal with that
All right.
underarm. I'm
Okay.
sorry,
I
dog.
see
I
what's
just
up.
can't.
Just to let
I
you
see
know, she
what's
smokes
up.
cigarettes. So she got this
You
little
can't. I
shit right
can't.
here. She smokes
Yeah.
jacks. So
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? At
okay,
least
Okay.
I, you know,
if you like
shit. I
cigarette
feel like,
smell in
you
your
know,
house
Okay. At
and
least.
car, that's
Okay.
cool too.
Okay.
Because you're gonna have to take one above the other.
you
So
know, with
if
them
she got this,
underarms, I
she smoke
can't do that.
jacks.
I just
Nigga,
smell. I
the
can just
hairy
smell the
mustache don't come
underarm when
in
I look
usually
at it.
until later.
I'm just saying,
Underarm hair is now,
what the
nigga.
arms at when you getting head?
The
You ain't gonna
the
see
time
it.
she get a
I
mustache,
ain't,
yo, she
I
That's
ain't,
about
what I
80,
was saying,
yo.
Bonnie.
Nobody
That's
care
what I
no
was
more.
saying.
But that
I'm not looking.
mustache,
They
you
When,
don't
can
even know
see it.
when I'm
under the
getting head, I'm
armpit.
not looking at her. She ain't see no mustache either. Shit, if she doing it
Why
right,
not? If she looking at you, you looking at her, you see that
shit, they
mustache.
doing that. All I
He
can see is
gonna be like,
if
look
she
up at me,
doing it right.
baby.
The only
Not
thing I see is
sure.
the
She
top
gotta
of her
keep
head.
touching her neck
Look at
like
me,
look
baby.
All
sure.
I see is the top of her head. Ain't nobody looking at you in their eyes while you getting the head. That's spooky as shit. I don't want that. Nah, I
No,
want
that's
the
that.
Wait
top
a
of her
minute.
head.
Yeah,
I
she
want to
You
see the
don't?
top of her head.
yeah,
What
You
Chop out?
you
What
ain't
Chop
never had
out so he
nobody
can
look at
show us how
you?
he wanted to
tell
do
him,
it. I would
tell
show
him,
you,
shout.
you know, yeah. But nah, only thing I should see is the back and the top of her head
Well,
when
you
I'm
shouldn't
getting
worry
head. That's
about no
it.
underarms if you ain't even looking at all. Your eyes closed. You can
Yeah.
ride the roller coaster
Nah.
without looking and shit.
As soon as I see
You
the
enjoy the
underarm head, I instantly smell them too. I can't.
ride.
Like it wouldn't be. That's the problem. Like I would smell it
They
even if
just
it wasn't
say,
there, just by
Just
seeing the
because they got
underarm hair.
underarm hair don't mean they stink.
It don't matter. It do to me.
Sure
In
It
don't.
go.
your mind.
It go
Sure
hand in
don't.
hand for me.
I say
For
he
me, it's
racing.
hand in hand. I can't.
Hey
As soon as
man,
I see
you
that
know,
underarm hair, all I immediately go, oh,
well,
Hit
you
that a
know,
fur ball.
but not
But
the
not the
mustache
Wait a
though. The
minute.
mustache
What
mustache,
you
you
though.
say,
immediately do? Go
I'll
wait a
take
minute,
that
Rodney.
instead of underarm
What did
hair.
you
Fuck
immediately
that.
do?
oh.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm trying to hold
We
that
gotta
bitch
go see
over.
the barber together, man. Her, hey, yeah, you gonna trim her up next after me? Like, nah,
Hey,
man, take the underarm, man.
you know
I
what I'm
can't do
I'm
the
saying?
gonna make sure.
mustache.
I'm gonna make sure I have my girl in the arms next time we in Rodney's presence. That's for sure.
Oh,
I'm gonna
nah.
have her pull.
Don't do
I'm
that, dog.
gonna have her pull. I'm gonna have her pull out both of them wolves. Woof, woof.
Listen,
She
And,
gonna
when
and
bark
Rodney
twice
come
on
please,
to
that
your
one.
house
Woof,
saying
woof.
that you come with a girl that stink,
and
Rodney
please
gonna say,
don't have
touch your
no, and
baby
please don't let her
girl.
have the white girl underarm hair that's long and straight and
That
shit.
long
Oh,
shit
hell
ain't no
nah.
question, son.
Yeah.
Ain't no long curly. When it
Fuck
get
just getting
wet, when it
head.
get
Let
wet, it
gravity
curl
dance.
Oh,
up.
dog.
You stop her.
When it gets sweaty, it curls and shit. It got
You
curls
Uh-uh.
and
ain't looking, it'd be good.
look like she had a curling iron under there
Yeah,
when it's gonna
Yeah.
get wet.
Trying to turn that motherfucker and shit.
that
Oh,
alone gonna help.
Hell yeah, son. I'm gonna have her lift both her arms
hey,
when she see you. I'm gonna say, lift your arms at that nigga, girl. Walk up to him and lift both of them
Yeah.
whoops.
hey, man,
You
I
Lift your
trim.
fucking, you
arms like a
fucking
real
Steve
one.
Harvey bitches.
Yeah, I be in there
Well,
I be in the clippers, grabbing the clippers, trimming her shit up. Come on, baby.
There
Let
you
me
Yeah.
go.
shake
There
your
you
I
go.
do
mustache
that
There
up
with
a
you
my
little
go.
bit
arm.
for you. Let me
She,
shake that shit up. I'm
that
not
old
Yeah.
doing
I'm
no
gonna
that
pull out the
old
walls clippers for
You know,
you. Yeah.
sometimes they want to breathe. You know, sometimes niggas just want to get, you know, it's like sometimes when you got long hair, you just get the baldy or you go get the fresh fade. So sometimes, you know, they clip them off, let them grow back. Great. If you clip your hair, bush hair off, let the bush grow back. Don't be having them nappy razor skin. Niggas be having lizard skin in their coochie from shaving so much. They look like leather down there and shit. Underarms look like leather. You know what I mean? Like, stop that shit, yo. Stop making your skin look like leather because you razor blading it to death.
These bitches be naring and beating and shit. They ain't thinking about that shit. They wiping that shit right off.
That's worse. Now you wonder why you got lumps under your arm and got cancer bumps.
Ingrown head and shit.
You putting all this shit on there to take away something I gave you and shit. But then niggas cool with the fake titties and fake butt cheeks. That's crazy. They don't want the real hair, but they want fake butt cheeks and fake lips and shit.
Hey, dog, I'm good with I'm here. I'm good.
Yeah. Shit crazy. Shit crazy as
about. And you gotta trim your bush too. I ain't doing that jungle shit.
We buy anything they put around. Hey, I tell you what though, right? You that came up in the 70s, you'd have loved hair because Playboy and Penthouse had hair all on them joints. You see what I'm saying? Like they advertised hair, so hair was sexy. And then now they advertise razors, so hair ain't sexy no more. You know what I'm saying?
If I gotta braid your shit, I'm leaving.
Shut up,
Brian. If I gotta braid your shit to get to it, I'm leaving. I ain't got time for that.
You might have to part it. You might have to part it. You might not have to braid it, but you might have to part it. Put a part down the middle, that motherfucker.
Don't say you leave.
If I gotta pull out the hot comb to get some cooch, I'm done.
God, be careful down there.
You ain't gonna never hot comb that. Oh no, no.
Good, man. Keep that shit trimmed and no underarm hair.
We can probably make a little teeny hot comb for the coochie. You know what I'm saying? A little one. You know,
no, coochie don't need that. If you go through all that trouble, nigga, just get the shears and clip it yourself. Just help her clip it and clip it yourself.
Hot comb making it long and silky. Suave.
You the only one hitting it and sticking. We don't know how come on nowhere near the cooch. No, it's
I know it. I don't even know how y'all play with it around your neck. I see some motherfucking scars on necks in the 70s and shit. They have scars all down there around the ear and shit.
How come your head hitting your shoulder?
Oh my goodness!
How come your head back of the ear, forehead, and the way the curling accidents. All
for nothing. I'm trying to figure out why everybody go for the okie doke. They put long, straight hair as the selling
Not the
point.
okie doke.
Yeah, because we got the sexiest hair. Our hair grows towards the sun. You know what I'm saying? You straightening it out, putting chemicals in it and straightening it down and making it long and all that shit. We ain't built for that. Why we got straight hair?
You go ahead and join the braiding circle.
We hate the white people so much.
Come up with a solution by joining the braiding circle.
Like them. Then you eating their diet.
All the hair braiders, all the platters and hair braiders and everything.
Shit crazy, boy. I tell you, our people so twisted up, we don't even know how to think straight.
You want me to fuck you? You gotta shave your underarms. That's it. It's done. I mean, I don't think that's too much to ask. I don't think that's too much to ask.
A lot of hairy-armed bitches running around if that was the case. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't worried about the hair on your arms. It's your underarm.
Your underarms.
I just can't do it. If you got your arms down, I see hairs coming out under. Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and leave. That's
probably not like a bad weed.
How you gonna wear like a sundress or something? Like I like shit like that. Sundresses and this, that, and the other. And you got hairs coming out your underarm. Hell nah, man.
No.
That's what it is. A white a t-shirt with some with the natural hair.
She-Wolf.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Down at the beach with the jungle bunny.
I can't even respect you, dog. I can't even respect you as a woman.
Hey, Josh.
Women can say the same thing about
remember the old school black joint.
When a nigga ain't seen his dick in 8 months because his stomach bigger than his motherfucking waist.
I can still see my dick.
Well, that's his fat ass fault there.
Niggas fat as shit.
She ain't gotta fuck me if she don't want to. She tell my wife though, if somebody tell me, oh, I don't like this or I don't like that, and I'm with her, I would do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, my wife don't like it when I shave all my facial hair off. She said I look like a Ninja Turtle, so I don't shave it off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't shave it off. I gotta keep it. What you call it? She don't like all the shit on the side, so I shave that and keep this. She like that. You know what I'm saying? One time I saw. I can't grow that full beard. And one time I saw my wife looking at a nigga. It was a light skinned nigga, look just like me.
I mean, I get it, but I don't get it though. I get it, but I don't get it, Rodney. I get it, but I don't get it because my old lady likes when I have the corn. She likes my corn roll straight to. Hey, what you got to say? Woo, woo, woo. Naturally, what's so ugly about that? I don't see anything ugly about that. I see gorgeousness.
Nah, I'm good.
I see beauty. I see God creation. You know what I'm saying? Couple tattoos.
My stomach is turning as we are speaking right now.
You know,
that's too much hair for you. You want to shave completely off?
Completely bald, gotta be.
Because hers not sticking out. It don't look like
that's because she got the short. She got the nappy. She got nappier hair, son. They don't grow as long. The nappy dugout. You never heard of the nappy dugout?
Yep.
Rodney said
don't
he
grow
wanted
long.
completely bald, no arm hair.
I don't like none of that shit. Nope.
Hair at all.
I don't like bald. I don't like the bald head. I don't like the bald head on the arms and the bald head. I mean, I don't mind the bald head on the arms. That's what they want to do. They want to shave, and that's cool. But leave me.
Jojo, that's one of your joints.
I want some cat hair. I want to pet my cat. I like cats. I don't need no little baby cat. I want that don't got no hair.
That's your girl. She pretty.
Nah,
that's his guy.
Oh, I thought it was one of. Oh,
Why you said that's a guy?
His name Henry.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what I saw.
I gotta start wearing my glasses. Fucking with y'all.
At least that's what I saw
right now.
At least that's what I saw. I ain't.
It was a man full of back up.
I gotta put my glasses on. I don't be fucking around saying and then fucking around and don't got my glasses on.
Nah, that ain't no man. Those natural titties. Those natural breasts.
Yeah,
that's a feminine face.
Yeah, that look like.
Ain't no feminine underarm.
He said that's
ain't no woman got no sleeve on her arm like that.
No, that's a masculine trait, but it's okay. She can have that.
She got her
It
elbow
does grow naturally that way.
Is that hair
ain't no
around her
woman got
arm
a
too?
sleeve on her arm? What?
Not like that.
Big Hennessy.
This nigga crazy. This nigga crazy. Ain't no woman got a tattoo.
She gonna have a tattoo with the. She gonna tattoo with the. This part ain't tattooed, but all the rest is. That shit look retarded.
She working on it. She working on her sleeve and her arms.
She need to work on shaving her underarm. That's what she need to do.
She working on it. She working on it. She trying to
I
find the right.
that. You immediately.
So that's a definitely no go for Rodney with hair under the armpit. Jojo, what's a definitely no go for you? Do you have a no go?
If she is shaved,
I don't know. I'm saying if you don't take care of yourself, you know what I mean, that type stuff. You know what I mean? If you know, I don't
your
know.
underarm is not taking care of you.
That's not Slim. God, that's God's work right there, son. I don't. You know what I'm saying? That's just a preference.
God, dude.
Yeah, that's just a sales point. You know what I'm saying?
Would that be
You're just
a
a
side
consumer
effect
on
for
this.
some
You're just a
medication?
consumer. That's all you are right now. You're talking like a consumer. See, that's all that is. So, and then I could say no and be against that. You know, as not trying to buy in that, but I can make you buy something that make you more healthier in another sense, but you might not want to buy that. You see what I'm saying? So it's just
how you gonna judge me for what I like? You like dandelions. I'm not judging you.
No, I'm just saying you're a consumer. I'm not judging you. You the one doing all the judging.
Hey,
I'm just saying that's God's creation. You the one judging. I'm saying that
God created bacon
work.
too. God created bacon too, and you say that we shouldn't be eating that shit.
You can't kill an animal without a weapon. You can't even catch an animal without a weapon to kill to eat. You would starve to death before you.
What is this body head?
I put a woman with a mustache, and I couldn't find that one that look at least decent. So I ain't want to be biased. Y'all like, why you pick that one? So I'm just
Yeah, I
looking.
know why they say
If
you pick
y'all
one
see
type of
one
person.
that
Oh,
got
the
a
Right
Zany,
there,
mustache,
the
the
Indian,
joint with
the
the
Indian,
purple.
bro. Go back down. Go back where you was at, right there, like that, right in the middle. That one and the one over top of that. Go back down a little bit more.
That's
There's another
real.
one.
That's real. That's a
Yeah,
real
right there.
person.
That one
That's
right
the
there. That one with
man.
the
They
red
got the
dot.
beard at the bottom.
Yeah, that's
With
real
that
right
thick
there, son.
mustache. That got
There
to
you
be
go,
crazy.
Rodney. If you rather have that.
I was trying to find somebody looking a little decent.
I mean, my auntie, I had family members that had mustaches, shit, and they give up after a while. They stopped shaving that shit because it just come back thicker. You know what I'm saying? So,
I had family
niggas
members
getting the
with
5 o'clock
mustaches and
shadow.
whiskers
Stop
on the
shaving it.
head,
Shit, let her mustache
wisdom, a
curl up.
beard.
And they ain't got really one.
They say that's wisdom.
I know it's some
When
cute
you live
girls
long
out here
enough,
than
hair
that.
come out. Well, all y'all shaving all y'all wisdom away, so you know what I'm saying. Nobody got no wisdom. They don't have no receptacles. They don't know. They don't feel nothing. It's just all, you know. There's a reason for underarm hair, just like coochie hair and the hair on top of your head and everything else. Hair on your legs, on your arms, on your back. You know what I mean? The finer hairs on your back. You know what I mean? We hairy people. We just buy what they sell us. They selling razors, and they make it sexy now. Before, they made it sexy when you grew your hair. You know what I mean? But now they say we can make money.
I guess
if
you don't
shave it.
drive a car either, JoJo, right? Because that make you a consumer too. Because God gave you feet, you can walk everywhere you want to go. Why the fuck you need a car?
I ride a bike. I walk. Yes, I
Yeah,
do.
a bike is a consumer too. So there you go. You should be
No,
walking everywhere.
I'm just
Molly,
saying.
get the
walking
music
everywhere.
ready, Molly. Where the music
That's
go?
a little different.
You gonna
That's a
switch
little
it up.
different.
No,
Molly,
That's
get
a
the
little.
music
That's
ready,
a little
Molly.
different.
You can use that.
If we created
That'd be a
things to
little
make
different
things
because
better,
you can
not
have a
worse.
vehicle. No, you could have a vehicle that would just get you somewhere faster. That ain't got nothing to
Not
do
that
with.
music, David Green music, Molly.
That ain't got nothing to do
I
with
deleted them joints.
just buying something
I
that's
got
not
another reason
necessary.
to use this.
This lonely ass world getting colder. I never want no way out of my
man,
Why you pop
My
right
mind was
in?
made a little different.
That's Molly put that as a David theme.
How you get in here anyway? You found the link?
Ain't saying that joint.
I mean, JoJo, if they didn't create razors, think how retarded David Green would look and shit with his patches on the top of his head and shit.
My
You
man,
know what
shit
I'm saying?
growing, man.
It's
Shit
Hakuna Matata Patana.
So razors have a pure purpose, just like cars have a purpose.
Oh, I think I know why they
Yeah,
created razors, JoJo. I think they created it because if a lot of these other nationalities don't shave or cut, they look like Bigfoot. You already see Sasquatch. We see Bigfoot all the time. It's just that they keep shaving. They don't shave. You'll know how hairy these motherfuckers is and why they can walk out here in the cold and do all that. So I think that's what it came about, though. But it's still a money maker. I don't mind you shave, you don't shave. I just don't do the mustache, though. Funny man, you don't mind.
I don't care what you do, but I like hair though. I like hair. To be honest with you, but if you shave, you cool with me. It's your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's not gonna be a drawing point. I'm not gonna be like, yo, I need a girl with her arms shaved. She got to keep her coochie shaved every day. She better not be a stubble on that. I don't ever want to see a stubble on her. Her legs got to be shaved. There better not ever feel any studs. I mean, that shit there sound retarded. If that's the type of shit you desiring in a woman, I just want somebody that I can get along with. Ain't fighting. We can build. We eat. We do shit the same. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? If you want to wear mismatched clothes and shit, and that's your style, then that's your style. You know?
Nah, they can't do that.
Funny man, if
because
she has a thin mustache or she has underarm hair, which one would you take? The thin mustache or the underarm hair? Which one?
Probably the thin mustache, Uncle, because you could that could be removed. I mean,
no, we're not talking about removing. See, that's the whole. What are you talking about? He said either she bumping the mustache or she bumping underarm hair. Which one?
Oh shoot!
You walking with her. You walking with her every day. This your girl. You kissing her. The sugar.
And you said thin meaning where it can't really be seen, right?
It's light, you know.
She got a mustache. She ain't gonna have a Steve Harvey mustache. Hey man, that underarm hair. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta go with the thin mustache.
Thank you.
I'm shocked.
Everybody got their
David
preference.
is a germaphobe. He ain't gonna go put on underarm hair.
Yeah.
Underarm hair.
I'm not even going with the mismatched clothes. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I like
JoJo baby is just a free soul. That's all. Some of us ain't
like
free.
people to be them, nigga.
I believe JoJo
somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Don't wear this and that if it ain't for you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sitting there saying wear Louis Vuitton and all that mess and junk. No, I'm just saying if you got on a blue outfit, don't put on brown pants. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, there's a time and place where I'd be like, no, don't wear that. That shit don't look right. You know what I mean? But if you're just going out with, I don't give a fuck. You got on orange shoes and a pink shirt. I wouldn't care. These days, it don't even matter because that's a style these days for real. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they wearing everything. I've seen niggas wearing two different color shoes and socks and.
As long as your clothes are clean.
Yeah, but them two different pairs. Them two different pair of shoes match the outfit though. That's the thing. You know what I mean?
Not always. Not always. Not always.
Well, you know what? One day I had two pairs of shoes the same. I had a black pair and a navy blue pair, and I was rushing to get to work, and I had on one blue shoe and one black shoe, and they thought it went with my outfit. I'm like, oh, hope to the blow. I got on the wrong damn shoes. I was so ashamed that I took my shoes off and kept my feet under the desk because I didn't want nobody to notice I had on Mitch Mac shoes. That's because I was ashamed. I was like, oh man.
But you said they thought it matched the outfit, which means that it matched. You know what I mean? You said you had blue shoe and a black shoe.
Nobody give a fuck about the white shoes. Nobody give a fuck. Hey. I could care less. I don't even think I've ever looked at people's shoes like that to give a fuck. I don't know unless they had on like some real special shoes.
I don't know about that. Now shit. I might take a.
I worked all day with two different shoes on.
I mean, if you want to talk about it, I might have a girl with a mustache.
That used to be
her feet all fucked up. You know, I might take the mustache over the fucked up feet. You know what I'm saying? So.
No, I don't like feet either. That creep me out. For some reason, how Rodney say underarm hair do him, that's how feet do me. I don't want to see
girl,
it.
You don't want to see my motherfucking toenails then. Woo!
I don't think anybody does, brother.
No,
I got the motherfucking turtle shells. I got that motherfucking that toenail fungus game going, motherfucker.
I don't want to see that. Keep your socks on.
I'm so thankful my wife got pretty feet. I tell you, I'm thankful for a lot of things. Maybe that's just what it is, because now I can't live without it. Like my wife keep her underarm hair shaved and her feet look nice and shit like that, because I don't think I could take it now. You know, shit back in the day, I probably didn't give a fuck, but shit. Now that I'm so accustomed to something, I ain't dealing with that shit. Nah, fuck
that sounds more reasonable, Mr. Rod. That sounds real reasonable because that's the way everything go with the way we live, all this shit, man. For real, because that's how we submitted to the food process and all that.
Hey, my mother had some fried feet, yo, and I used to fry her all the time about her feet. Her feet look like
she had fried feet.
Yeah, my mom toes, they didn't run even straight. Them motherfuckers was like lean to the side but couldn't speed through.
That was different times.
They lived where they used to go barefoot all out in the street all the time.
That's what I'm about to say. They had to get around on foot a lot more back in the day.
We can't go barefoot like that.
Hey, Ronnie,
y'all niggas had to walk 2 blocks a day. Y'all shit probably fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Unless we walk these days. You walk, if a nigga got to walk more than 20 steps a day these days, man, shit, I walked all over the place today. Damn.
I said my aunt got country feet because they got scary looking feet too. I said, oh, them country feet, y'all played in rocks, grass, hills. Y'all walked in all of the concrete.
She
You
said
can tell
niggas running in
feet
rocks.
hitting the concrete.
Hey, Ronnie's mom feet are just like my sister's feet. I used to tease her and say there was a hip hop parade toes or whatever and all because they be going, they be going different ways and
Her toes is doing this.
yeah.
I can see somebody's toes doing that. That's messed up. Hip hop parade.
Damn.
Toes.
Yep, that's right.
Well, we already know about the pinky now. Well, all your toes like that. Now your pinky toe, you get a buy on that because the pinky toe is under so much pressure. You know what I'm saying? But outside that, a lot of y'all women got them fucked up pinky toes and them little ass high heels and shit like that.
Yeah,
that pinky toe be screaming. Howling like a motherfucker, all curled up under the other toe and shit, can't get out. Trapped in that motherfucker for about 8 hours a day. You took that motherfucker off, it is gonna holler like he said, hey, oh, that nigga finally free. He got up under that other toe. You know, took your shoes off.
And I seen girls with lace shoes that go across, like the lace go across there, the straps, and the pinky toe be the only one not strapped in. They'd be free riding. Like the pinky toe, like,
let
hey.
it go. Yeah, you gotta let it go, yo. You just gotta let it ride. Shit.
So,
motherfucker get rebellious. It's rebellious now. It's been trapped so long, now it's rebellious. It just hangs out.
It's going all out. But you supposed to be in the strap. I'm going out the strap tonight. You supposed to be in. I'll be in by curfew. Don't worry about me. I'm hanging out.
Some of y'all vaginas doing that now too. Y'all had them motherfucking running around so much. That joint just do the same thing. Yeah, the vagina.
I'm a woman, and I've seen them inside lips and outside lips, and this.
I'm a woman.
Yeah.
I mean, to see the woman's inside
Sound like she's faking for real. That's how I'm a lady.
To see the woman's inside lips hang out from the outside lips. That's
you put on her deep voice and shit, Molly. I'm a woman.
But y'all look at the porno movies, and they said somebody told me that's because
they be getting banged out.
You know, if you get not banged out, but if the man going out there sucking and pulling, is pulling the lips out like that. So they said it's not coming from getting banged out, it's coming from getting ate out. I don't know how true that is. So.
Yeah, they get fucked a lot. Lips get hanging.
I see some beat up lips now. Come on now.
The ones that hang,
y'all some of my
the ones on the inside, and they said they come out.
You saying the lips look depressed? Huh?
That's the meat. That's not lips. That's meat. That's coochie meat that been beat up and then turned inside out.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
eat that out.
The lips can't. It's like if you got buck teeth. You know what I'm saying? The lips can't hold it back no more. They just bucked out. They just come all the way out.
Right, and they saying the part that the bucks out is because the man is sucking on it. That's why it's pulling out and hanging out like that.
Damn.
I
don't know, man. I don't understand that concept. You don't really, you don't suck on much more than the clit. I don't think. I mean, you licking and kissing and massaging. I don't know about like trying to suck her insides out. I ain't never did that. Been like in the pussy.
She's talking about a porno. She's talking about porno stars and stuff and all. Them bad boys be chewing like it's bubble gum and junk juice.
No, yeah. Well, you know.
Yeah, well, I ain't seen nobody else but porno people, but I'm just saying where it look. I used to think that that's how a woman vagina is supposed to look. I'm like, how do men go down there? That's all messed up. Look like chitlins hanging out.
Damn.
That's just,
can Molly put some pictures up of that?
I think a woman's vagina is gross looking too.
Can you put up a whole bunch of pictures of that, Molly? I want to see that. I want to beat up vaginas and shit, like the mustaches.
Beat up vaginas. What are we talking about?
She just had the vagina all beat up, meat hanging out of it and shit. It's all fucked up. Looked like it been ran through the meat grinder and shit. Just hanging out, she said. Just hanging out.
That's crazy.
Y'all seen it too. It's on the porno people. How did the lady stuff be hanging out? the inside meat come out. I know good and damn well y'all know what
I've seen it before. Yeah, the inside meat come out. Almost like a hemorrhoid, nigga, that meat jump out.
It looked like it looked like the Predator. Remember when the Predator took his mask off and the face opened up like this? The face opened up like that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't like that. That freaks me out. I don't like that.
I don't know how many vaginas you be looking at. Not all of them look like that.
I used to think that when I was young, I used to think that as you grow older, your stuff gonna look like that. I'm like, oh no.
It would.
Shit
You
ain't
do what
gonna
they
look like
do.
nothing.
Do what
This
they
shit
do.
don't look the same sitting up there.
It should look the same sitting up there.
Yeah, see, if a nigga saw if Reese messed with a dude in high school and he saw Reese coochie, he'd be like, "Damn, you ain't changed a bit." You know what I'm saying? That's what he would say to her coochie. He would be like, "Damn, your coochie ain't changed a bit." You know how you see some of the.
That's a good thing, then.
You know how you see some people in school and they see you and shit after 20 years, they say, "Damn, you look the same." You know what I mean? You ain't got a whole bunch of wrinkles and shit like they do and shit, but. Yeah, that's what they probably say about your coochie, because that motherfucker, it's been in a picture frame. Just sitting up there on the wall.
All that means, like a photograph memory, who takes it out the frame can knock it out the park. Boop, boop, boop.
Hey, Joe, he'll probably say, "What is that music?"
Ain't no question. That's what it sounds like.
He was like, "Girl, you 50 plus with the golden cooch."
No question.
And that's why my cooch ain't stressed out. I look down there and in the mirror and we're out the mirror and I don't have but 2 strands of golden hair, gray hair. But I know some of my girlfriends say that their whole coochie is gray. And I'm like, wow.
What these conversations be coming from, man?
This
Ask my homies like, yeah.
What they can't stand, what they can't stand, what they want, what a man want. I don't know what a man wants because I'm not a man. I can't say what I gotta ask y'all what y'all want. I know Rodney don't want no hairy girls, especially no underarm hair. And I know JoJo like them born free. He don't care what they got. And
that
David
ain't necessarily true, but you know what I mean, like, you know. If you like it that much, I usually, unless it's something really, really fucked up, it's probably not a game breaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, come on now.
Like what?
Yo, I had to leave her, yo. She was shaving her legs, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't quite like that.
No, if my wife made a stand and be like, I'm no longer shaving my underarm hair, yeah, I still love it, but we had to have a real long conversation about it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she's gonna tell you that it's very unhealthy, that it's not natural. That
She's been doing that shit for 30 years now, so shit, don't stop now. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but that works for a whole lot of stuff, Rodney.
She better be telling me she dying. She better be telling me she dying. That's the only reason.
I remember when I was
yeah, no bullshit. Let me talk to your doctor. I need a second opinion, please. That's exactly what I be saying.
Changing though. I remember when I used to scrape the onions off my burger. Now I love onions. You know what I'm saying? I used to scrape them little diced onions off the McDonald's burger and shit. I couldn't stand that shit. But now I'll eat a whole onion by itself. You know what I'm saying? So shit don't stay the same.
I still can't eat an onion, man. Yeah. But it's crazy. I be having taste for shit I never had before. Onions, tomatoes. I never ate that shit. But I'm like, I wonder how this shit tastes. For some reason, I want to.
Even when you was younger?
I picked that shit out of spaghetti, all that shit. While we watching wrestling and shit.
While you watching wrestling.
Watching what?
And that was the nights right there, watching wrestling. Big bowl of spaghetti.
What is that?
And green peppers out.
WWE.
What is wrestling?
Like Raw. I knew me saying that. That's why I said. Huh?
What is wrestling? I don't know what that is.
Are we live or is we live? Which one are we? What is? Are we live or is we live? Which one is?
Are we alive? We are alive.
Live. Like we live right now on the air. And
we
then
are live on the air, but we are living life.
But live and live spelled the same. Which one is it though? Because wrestling is spelled the same. So it's like
no, wrestling is not a word.
Then
Wrestling
live is not
word.
a word. Live is not a word then because it's live. Or live not a word because it's live. Which one is it?
It's alive. You should
no,
be saying that
it's
anyway.
live. Like we are live right now and on the air.
No.
So live not real. See how that works?
No, I don't.
He said tomato, neither.
No, it's just tomato. No, it's just tomato. There is no tomato. There is no tomato.
Look, the way you say the word is just how you say it.
There is no potato. It is a potato.
We had the same conversation Saturday, me and Gwen. She kept saying the word is idolater. I said it's idolater. And she called it idolater. Which one is it? Idolater or idolater?
I don't think that neither one of those words are correct. So I don't know what y'all talking about.
Correct, sir. Hello.
All right, wrestling is spelled wrestling. No, there's no A. There's no A. You can't put an A in there. There's no A in wrestling.
It's
if you spell wrestling, there's no A. There's 0 A's. So you can't change it.
It's like wrestling.
Wrestling is wrestling is wrestling more violent.
Yeah, there we go, Dave. That makes sense. That makes sense, Dave. Yeah.
Just like tomato or whatever you just said, there's no A. It's an O.
Which one's right? Neither or neither.
Tomato. It's an O. There's no A at the end. There's no
live
A.
Or live. Live or live. Which one is it?
It is live.
Both of them.
Live ain't live.
No, it's
That's
live.
right.
The same. It's spelled the same.
No.
Of course. Wait a minute.
Live is Leave. That's
no,
live.
No, that ain't.
Live, Rodney. Don't.
So they say, where do you live? How would that be spelled on the paper?
Those are just one of those words that spell the same and got different meanings.
No.
No. You have words.
There's no A in wrestling. There's no A in wrestling. There's no A at the end of tomato. There's no A at the end of potato.
Like I'm gonna give you an example. There are words that spell the same and different meanings, and then you have words that spell differently and sound the same.
I'm okay
read
with it.
And read.
Reese, Molly, if y'all want to,
that's like the way Michelle write her name, and then the white ladies write the Michelle different.
It's words that sound the same, it's spelled differently, and it's words that are spelled the same but sound differently.
No, it's a lot of stuff like knife. Where did K come from? What the fuck? But you spell it, people accept it. There's so many words out here.
There's so many ways too. The sound of the words
like
too.
The word night. Night is spelled with a K and night is spelled with an N. They're spelled both ways. A night and a night.
But you gotta know how to pronounce it differently.
You gotta know.
I wouldn't know which one you're saying.
You would know which one you're saying if you're using it in a sentence.
And I just knew Bruce would say something. I didn't know we'd take it
what it's saying. That's why they call it reading comprehension. When you talk, you know which one they meant. Like red.
No, I don't.
Like I said, today I'm gonna wear my red shirt. That's the RED red. You know that's that. You know I'm not saying I'm getting rid of something. RID. That's what this for. I ain't taking y'all back to English.
He said nigga.
Red and red don't even sound the same though. That don't even sound the same. It ain't spelled the same either. What is you talking about? Red and red, they're two different spellings and soundings.
I know that. Read and red are definitely two different
spellings.
Red
and red is the same. Like the same.
It's reading comprehension.
Okay.
That's like life.
Just tell me what an A is. That's all I ask. Where's the A?
It's silence.
Where is the A?
It's silence.
Well, what about cafe? It's spelled with the E. You know what I'm saying? Where the A
it has the asterisk. Cafe is correctly spelled with an asterisk at the end of the E.
See, the asterisk changed everything. See,
there's no asterisk in wrestling.
That's it.
But there's no. If you just look up, it's not always on the definition either. Cafe, it don't have the asterisk all the time now. It don't got that.
There it is.
Yeah,
it does. It's supposed to have an asterisk. It's supposed to.
No, that's
just because somebody doesn't do it right.
Not here. Not
it
here.
is.
Like,
In another
okay,
country.
like the word wait.
And it's called
How many
cash.
times can we spell the word wait?
I don't give a fuck about
letters are
weight,
missing and
Reese.
silent.
I'm talking about wrestling. Okay? Stay there. Wrestling is spelled and pronounced one way, and that is wrestling. It is not
here's one
wrestling.
for you. Just I got you. I understand you because
Straight as is I'm going straight down the street is spelled one way. It is not I'm going straight with a C or down the street with a C or a K. It's not there.
Hey,
but you can
I'm
spell
going
it
straight down the street
no,
against some
no,
strength.
no,
Use our word.
Straight is spelled two ways. Straight is spelled two ways. It's STRAIGHT, and there's STAIT.
Oh, wait a minute. There's three ways. Don't forget STR8. The number 8. Straight.
That's
how you can spell it that. You can spell it that way too. STR8.
Oh, yeah.
With an 8.
Hey, that's funny though. Oh no.
I ain't to school. I stopped playing school when I was a little girl. When I came out of school, I stopped playing school. Now
I never played school. I played hooky. You know what I'm saying? We
played school. That was one of our favorite games.
We went to school. We ain't fucking play school. We played hooky. We get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying?
I graduated highest in my GED class.
That's what I'm talking about.
Shit.
They wanted me to teach.
But that means a lot because a lot of kids.
They wanted me to teach the other 5 students.
Graduate high school. Some of them can't even pass the GED test. So that don't mean nothing.
Yeah,
they wanted me to teach the other 5 students.
Yeah.
And you graduated 5 students.
But that's probably why I couldn't pronounce words and spell it out when I was younger, because I was hearing it different than it was actually spelled, you know. So I'm saying shit. I'm like, dog, that's how it should be spelled. They're like, no, correct way to say it is wrestling. Shit, I just not spell that because it was on the TV all damn day. You know?
Yes, wrestling.
Reese, straight. I did. I walked back into the dial spelling bee. Oh yeah,
dyslexic spelling bee.
What is that?
He's saying dyslexic. Good Jesus.
Oh, you ain't about to. There ain't no real
bee,
nigga. You funny as shit. I'm over it. See, that ain't my field. Put some numbers up there.
That nigga,
he calculus.
He put all kinds of letters in there. What's dyslexic?
What's the what?
The word was dyslexic, and I don't know what the fuck Molly was saying. Anyway, we can keep it moving. I'm ready to move on. I'm not going.
Dude, it looked like that to me. DY, it pronounced that to me. If you just pronounce it out, you know. Unless
like data, data. They
is this display.
Right now, Trey is driving straight. He is not driving straight.
But that depends on the English language. That's what I'm saying. It ain't gonna come off. If I'm country, it's gonna sound
say data and data. Am I correct?
Data.
You hear people say both data and data.
Woo would get this one.
No, you hear people say data, and then you hear people mispronounce data. There's two different things. You're not hearing the same word.
Niggas from Baltimore, we say zinc. You know what I'm saying?
You say sink.
And they say
niggas
Doug.
In Baltimore will call it a zinc.
Yeah, Trey.
And they say Doug when it's a dog.
And they say Doug. Right. DAWG, but they spell that though. That's a real word though.
That's not a real word.
Yeah,
that's a real word now.
D-U-G is not an animal.
D-A-W-G.
No, Doug is what they say. D-U-G.
That's right. So if I say you my Doug, you're not an animal. So exactly.
Yeah. But people say that I have a Doug and I don't. I have a dog.
Right.
No, you have a Doug. My dog ain't an animal.
Wait a minute, JoJo. Well, how come you don't
ain't
call
no nigga Doug? This nigga's a dog.
Why do you call a dog? Why do you pronounce it that way? Because you don't call a log a lug. or a frog or frog.
We don't ever say
That sound like Damo
love.
calling a
Where
dog
did
a
you
dub.
where
You
you
know
live in
why they
Baltimore
call
as
dogs
saying
a dub?
log?
Got some
Let me
dubs.
ask you, where if you live in Baltimore, when you gonna be asking for a log? You know what I'm saying? Like where a fucking lug coming in your fucking vocabulary, and they would
Well, and
pronounce
there's
it
a frog.
lug
Look, there's frogs
because
in
they
the
got a
tree.
stretch in
But
there.
I hear y'all see frog and log, but you can't say dog.
They niggas say frog too all the time. Frog, thug. Niggas ask for cigarettes, they call them thugs. So you know what I'm saying?
There you
It's
go.
just the way.
But what
That's
about
just the way they
son?
say
Squares
shit.
and L's, but I've never heard a cigarette being a third.
Yeah, I
Your
heard
mic
that.
messed up,
Thug.
Trey.
You ain't never heard the cigarette of thug?
Yeah.
And how
Yeah,
you
that's
spell
big.
thug?
They were
That's how
talking about.
G.
Baltimore. That's what they got
They
loose
call it
ones. You
jacks
got a
out here
thug. You
too.
got
They
a
call
thug, yo.
cigarettes jacks.
You need a
Jack.
thug.
And
Give me a
Lucy's, I
thug.
heard them called Lucy's.
But if somebody say son, you wouldn't know if they talking about S-U-N or S-O-N unless they
That's
put it
right.
in a sentence.
Nah,
You know?
That's right.
Lucy. Lucy's are just when you buy when a vendor or a person is selling an individual cigarette out of
Nigga
an
sound like
entire
AI.
See,
box.
that nigga sound
That
like
just means you
AI to
buy an
y'all.
individual cigarette. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, he sound
His
like
mic messed
AI.
up.
Cigarette out of that.
Let me see if I can adjust. Okay.
Your mic messed up, Trey. You probably got cut off the background or something.
Yeah, I heard something. You right about the singles. Yeah, they just sound loose out the pack.
Man,
Loose
but
out
they,
the pack.
yeah,
But I like the
Lucy,
English language
thug.
because it's so confusing and
Man,
it don't make sense, you know.
The English
Funny.
language is
No,
a whole
no,
bunch of
like
y'all are
different languages.
confused.
They
There's
throw
certain
it
words.
Yeah,
together,
exactly.
and it
You
ain't
ain't
even
English,
confused.
yeah, English language is the made up language.
People don't
It's
even talk
made
like
up.
that.
It's
They ain't even English.
they taking
for
other
real,
people.
made up like a
Tomato is
motherfucker.
It's a
tomato.
made up language.
Tomato is whoever.
Wrestling is wrestling.
Who
I
named
don't
it
care what you say.
tomato? Who named it tomato?
I did.
Like I'm
Exactly.
saying, that's
And
all
over
we
It,
doing
here
is
in the
buying
it
what
used
English,
they
to
they
always
say.
say,
call
wait a
apples.
minute, the
Everything
English
was
people
called an
call it
apple at one
tomato.
point.
They said, can I have a slice of tomato? I've
Tomato.
heard it. Tomato.
But that's in English
That's
we say
right.
tomato.
But
Dandy
in
lying, you
England,
got
and
dandy
they speak in
lying,
English. We supposed to be
dandy
copying
lion.
the King's English? Or we over here making up
Ain't, ain't that
languages? Pig Latin
ain't
over
that
Which
here.
one?
ain't that ironic how we make fun of the English for the way they talk, but it's English?
They
So we
use
over here
proper
speaking
Man,
that.
man, we go for all the okie dokes, man.
But
We
see,
just
David,
so
because we
gullible.
speaking English with an A. They speaking English with an
Yeah,
I.
but it should be American.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
Pretty
And like I
much.
said, it's crazy how, you know what I mean, you read in the history books how, you know what I mean, we fought the British and was like, we don't want to be a part of the British no more. And then, okay, what do you want to name the language? English. You know what I mean?
A lot of these places here we live at is owned by other countries and stuff.
Speak Belgium. Speak Belgium.
That's what
Speak
World
French.
War.
Speak Spanish.
That's how they did.
You know how they say, speak English to me. So if you Belgian, speak Belgian to me.
That's what happened when they went against when the war against
colonized.
blacks, man. That's what happened when they had the war against blacks, World War I. That's what they did. Certain colonies, certain people took over certain areas. That's what that was all about. You know what I mean? So, and that was for slavery and to oppress a people. So, do you getting y'all books, all y'all graduates? You know what I mean? The dropout on the panel shouldn't have all this information for y'all.
Jojo, who said you would drop out? What you drop out of?
High school, elementary school, for real. I dropped out of elementary school when the teacher told me to go out for recess. I told that bitch I don't play. You know what I'm saying? So I quit.
You know what? You Baltimore thugs, you just is almost as bad as DJ Slicky Woo Boo. He got kicked out of school because he brought his dogs to school with him and let them loose on eat up some people.
Damn, that's what they have. What happened when you fuck? Somebody probably try to pop his locker. Nigga try to pop the locker and get his puff level or something. Try to get his puff.
He said
back in the day,
tried to make him. So he was
tried
like,
to get that nigga lambskin or something.
I ain't nasty nigga get his dogs.
He went,
nigga,
you know how
nigga tried to steal his lambskin.
He got
That
his
nigga went and got
dogs
the
for
pit.
real.
Yeah.
You think your dogs is your crew? I'm gonna get my dogs. Slicky
That's
had
right.
dogs for real. Slicky
That
crazy.
nigga had.
Look, you really had to been pissed off. You
That's
really
why
had to
they
been
crazy.
pissed off to sit there
He
and
would have
walk
got
your
he would have got
dogs
his
all the way
dogs
to,
and let
to
him
the
loose.
school. At no point it was like, damn, this might be a bad idea.
Wait a minute, Mister. That's sure better than going home getting a pistol and coming back to the school with it, because that's what they doing now. You talking about at some point these niggas ain't thinking about that shit when they in their feelings. They pissed off. Yes, they are, and they don't know how to turn it off. They all emotional. They embarrassed. These niggas could say something about something. They got two different color
They run
shoes
to their
on,
locker,
and they
go in
go
their
home and get
book
the
bag
pistol.
and pull out the strap.
Pull the strap out, walk all the way back to school with the AK, and
No,
then
it
shoot
might be with them in
everybody
the
but the
locker.
nigga
Don't
that
say all
said
the way
something.
back to school. Some kids have it. And they locker. Wait.
Look, and then shoot everybody except the nigga that was fucking with him. You know what I'm saying?
That's because that's a bad aim. They always the innocent always get.
That's why I was wondering how the dogs know who to bite. You know,
He said, look, Slinky was
that
letting
motherfucker loose,
everybody.
just biting
Everybody
whoever.
get ate up.
Right. He let everybody in the school know. You fuck with me, you fucking with me and my
get ate up.
birds.
Slinky
That's
was
right.
letting them all get chomped up.
Chop
Like
them
them
up.
two teachers over there, chomp, 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 chomp. Them
Yeah,
dogs.
they bad. You might have some big dogs, and we'd probably try like the dog. You probably took your dog. He with us now. He with the gang. We 100 deep over here. You let a dog loose. He with us now. That's probably why kids carry guns now. These kids be deep. They like, man, my brother ain't gonna be enough. I gotta call the UWAP.
Josh said we speak American. Hey, you don't see that on applications and stuff and all. They
Don't
said
say
the
speak
language you
American.
speak.
Don't say, do you speak
You
American?
don't see no, you don't see no American. You see English. You see English.
Down the street.
You see only one American on there. African American nigga. That's the only American you see on that motherfucker.
Do you speak African American? No, they
Are
don't
you
say.
African American? That's the only motherfucker.
No, it
That's the
don't
only
even say
American they
African
wanna make
American.
sure
It
you-
says black.
They're gonna ask for African American. They don't want to know. If you regular American, they know you white. But if you African American, check the box, please, nigga. We need to know it's you. You know what I'm saying? We need to know it.
That's why I check all the box now, because according to ancestral DNA, I'm every woman. I'm every nation. So I'm just up there checking every box. I'm like, I'm all mixed up. Check. Are you this? Yep. And I got the proof. Got that little circle from ancestral DNA that tells you where you from, where your blood from, anyway, where your spit from, or your DNA from.
I do other.
I do that too. Other.
I do other.
If I don't
I
check
don't
them
even
all,
get a chance to sign out shit. I don't be filling out too much shit. Even application, like all that shit got other meanings for it. Like you basically surrender. So when you go fill out your tags and all that, you surrendering your car, you on register. All that shit got other meanings to it.
why you gotta register with yours?
Because
you right on the money there, Molly.
They can take it, you know, that you giving them the okay once you sign it, like, okay, now there's our car. So you got to pay us to drive our car. You're gonna need tags and all that. And if you don't obey, we can come take our car now. You know, and I was like
it's the same thing with everybody's driver's license. If you get a ticket, say you get a ticket on something and it goes against the DMV, right? But the courts, you get found innocent in court, but you did something wrong with the DMV, they can still hold your license from you. They don't give a fuck what the court said. You know what I mean? Like if you refuse a breathalyzer, DMV don't have to give you your license back even after you go to court. Because if you refuse a breathalyzer, when you sign that, you give up your rights when you refuse breathalyzer. They can take your license for 2 years when you refuse a breathalyzer.
Like Malik Bay say, we in America and in land of the free, ain't nobody free. It don't apply.
Hell no.
We still.
Listen, the shit we go to the grocery store to buy, half that shit was growing in our backyards back in the not even 30 years, 30, 40 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has shit growing in their yards back in the day, man. Everybody. They cut that shit out faster. They came to the same thing when they built the railroads and ran them through the farmers. Get that farmland shit out of here. We trying to graze cattle, motherfucker. We don't want you growing no vegetables. They still treat the farmers like that. Don't grow too much because then they make the food cheap. We'll pay you this much not to grow. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just fucking game. It's all fucking game. You fake own everything. Your house, there's only one place you can own a dwelling in America and say it's yours. And that because there ain't no property tax. If you have a house in Texas and it doesn't have a foundation, to say you live in a trailer or a modular home and it don't have a foundation in the ground, then you don't have to pay property tax. So that's your house. But if it has a foundation, then you gotta pay taxes, and it ain't your house because if you don't pay your taxes, they'll take it, just like anywhere else.
How do they tax it after you build something on it? How do they? You mean okay? You bought it with nothing on it, and you decide to put something on it. Then they tax you afterwards. They go back.
It depends. I said Texas. Texas. If you live in Texas and you don't have a foundation on your crib, like you live in a trailer or a modular home that just sits on the bricks or ground, or you know like that. There's not a foundation, a concrete foundation in the ground. Right. Then you don't have to pay taxes. That's the only place you can own your house in America. Anywhere else, you can't because you got to pay property taxes.
Well,
and
a
if you don't pay the property taxes,
but as soon as I build a house, now I got to pay taxes. Then you.
I'm just saying in Texas, the only place you can only truly have the American dream in Texas. Own your house, own it. Like you don't have if you bought a piece of land and you bought a modular home or an RV and you lived off that bitch and it sat on the ground, they couldn't fuck with you. You don't have to pay no taxes. They can't take it. You know what I mean? It's yours. But anywhere else in America, if you own a house on property or a trailer if you own property and you don't pay your taxes, they'll take your property and whatever's on it.
Is it true that if let's say you owe all this money or whatever on a house or whatever like that, no, but if you bury somebody in your backyard, it's considered a cemetery, and
you don't have to pay taxes.
That makes it tax exempt, but that ain't got nothing to do with your debt consolidation.
Do that.
That's probably why they buried you on the grounds back in the day. You see all these houses, like some of these old houses with the old graveyards on them and shit. These little graveyards in the corner and shit.
Yeah, family plot.
I think a pet makes it valid too. So if you got a dog or a pet, I think that makes it valid too for the tax exemption part. Yeah. No, I'm not.
Yeah, it's all hustle. Just a hustle, DJ, Slicky Woo Woo. Niggas just hustling us. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, as soon as they learn as soon as they can block the sun, they're gonna be selling sunlight.
Yeah.
They working on it now. They looking to be able to block that sun. So when they block that sun, you're gonna have to buy sunlight.
Yeah, they already blocking that motherfucker.
They already working on that.
And the clouds, the geostorms and all that. That's why they keep going up there, shooting them rockets up there. Some of them are for research, and some of them are for control.
Trust. Everything they conquer to make money off of. Everything. Just a money game. Something they created just to make somebody bigger than the next. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't nothing but a little bit more comfort. The higher money you got, just a little bit more comfort that you can make in your life. You know what I mean? But that don't bring no happiness. So y'all just worry about being good people, man. Don't worry about that paper like that. You know what I mean? Like, live. I ain't say be homeless and all that. I'm just saying, like, that shouldn't be. When I meet a person, I don't say, you know what I mean, if she can't bring this to the table and it's financially, then I'm good regardless. I'm good. It's not for her to have that. Like, I want to be able to get along with them. It shouldn't have a financial clause to your relationship when y'all meet. That shouldn't be something that we just they make that shit. But that's not real compatibleness. That's not really how we, you know what I mean? That's why none of this shit works. No relationship really works.
The woman asks that because I hear a lot of women say this, even in passing conversation, even in your own circle, that when a man comes to a woman, he's looking for someone so that he can live off of her or gooch off of her, That's why they say.
Oh, the
if he got
moisture probably coming in. Let me put your window up. I'm sorry. I ain't think about that.
He ain't asking because he got his own. She's asking, so he won't ask her for none of hers. You know, because if he got his own, the consensus saying, oh, if he got his own, he ain't gonna ask you for yours. So I don't know how they go, whatever. But that's why they ask, are you coming? What are you bringing to the table?
Hold on. Say that statement again, because that didn't make no sense to me.
Yeah, I ain't get it either.
That a lot of men use women, right?
No.
Before y'all comment, let me finish the complete statement.
A lot of men use women is a wrong statement. That is not true.
Well, I'm saying, and you hear that the men are predators, so they look to get what the woman got. So that's why when a woman, the financially stable woman, whatever, they ask the man, do you have your own car, your own house? So you wouldn't try to mooch off of theirs. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's just that women been beat down so much they insecure. That's what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you that,
yeah. They done built a society, and it's been like that for them. I mean, shit. Remember back in the day with shit, niggas, you mind your business. Yeah, she came to the grocery store. She had 2 black eyes, but that's just what it was. She went on, got her groceries.
Not just what it was. Thank you, sir.
Ain't
Can I have a
nobody.
receipt for it, please? You don't mind?
They have their own place, their own car, their own. So they're not looking for a man for the come up game, but the men that they're picking are looking for them so they can get their come up game.
Man, that's just catfishing. That's not natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, that's I don't even, you know what I mean? Like, I can't put together shit to.
I don't know. So tell me this, man. So you just made this scenario. Hold on, give me 1 second, JoJo. Let me ask this question.
No scenario.
Okay. Can I finish talking? Can I finish talking?
No, because you about to throw a lie on me. I didn't make up no scenario. Didn't I just say what I'm hearing the people?
Okay. So can I talk?
Yes.
Okay. Name one person. I want you to name one man that is out here looking for a woman with a better scenario that he's going to get his come up. Name me one man. I know you know men, right? So name me one.
I don't want to put him on blast, but I know a lot of bums out there that's looking for a man to get that cam up.
All right, well, put one that ain't watching this show. Tell me his name.
Steve, James.
Steve who? Wait, where's Steve? Now tell me about Steve. Stop on Steve. Who is Steve? Where is he from? And tell me how he does this.
He's from DC.
I got you, but how does he do this? Like, what woman is he doing this to?
The woman that got low self-esteem problems. The one that's beat up with low self-esteem problems. That's what he got to. Oh, I'm riding her whip. I'm sitting in her house, eating her food.
Can we get James on the show?
Like that. So stop playing.
I really don't.
Oh, wait a minute. But women are natural caretakers. They want to do that for real. Really, they want to be able to do that. But now in society, they say that you wrong and you weak and you's a sucker for letting that nigga do this and that and this to you. You know what I mean? But for real, women want to provide and care, not provide, but care for their man. You know, and in these days, we done turn money into everything. So we think providing or caring for somebody is financial. That's not necessarily what it is.
And encourage him to do what God has destined for him to do.
I'm sorry, we got
a woman that is unprepared.
Who's that, Molly? Oh, that's Molly. Okay. My thing is this, Reese, that I mean, we know a lot of people. I feel that I know a lot of people. But when people start talking in these I guess the what people put out there, or like it's true, like you're watching baddies all day and you believe that is an everyday situation in everybody's life and home, and that is not. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not the mass majority of the men that I know have their own shit. They're not sitting out here searching and seeking women to have a place to live, stay, feed them, none of that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't understand when you say that, oh, there's men out here doing that. Nah,
Well,
to me, I don't know these men.
because
So
you
hold on,
know,
wait a second. I'm
you
not
know
finished
the mass
talking.
majority
I'm
of
not done yet.
men, the mass majority of women. I know the women. Okay, and you know the men. But go ahead.
Nah.
All right, so tell me one of your dumb friends who are allowing this to happen. Then.
Pretty
Well,
much.
ain't nobody allowing to happen, but they
Pretty much.
You know, you put the zip on it. You know a lot of them. I ain't gonna
She
get
got
into
money. All right, well, we can watch it happen. Give me one that got money that's gullible like that. I'll go.
I
Get
need
her,
an
fuck her.
example.
I'll be an
Ain't
example.
nobody gullible, but he gonna try. You know, and we all got stories. You know, they all got stories. We all got stories about how somebody tried to get over on you. A man tried to get over on a woman. Okay. And then you recognize the game and then you dismiss like, nah, I ain't playing them games here.
I feel like y'all be saying, y'all always say that. I always see that online, but I never hear an example from any woman that says that.
Don't get me wrong.
I know a lot of bums.
Don't get me wrong.
I know a lot of
Trey.
bums.
I believe that it does happen, but when they say the majority, that's what pisses me
That's
off.
when it gets me upset.
Yeah, that's when
like,
it
sounds
pisses
like a
me
woman
off
hater.
because it's
I mean,
not.
a man hater.
That is not true. Because
really
there's
sounds like a
way
man
more
hater.
men out here doing right than there are doing wrong. It's
And I
just
want to hear
like-
that from a married person or somebody in a relationship, not somebody single, because that would make me be like, well, what's your issue? Like, you know, because
like, and then what are you doing to attract this guy? That's the first thing I'm gonna say.
Right.
Because I don't understand. There's plenty of women out here with good men. Plenty of them. It's not, and there's way more women out here with good men than there are with women with trifling men. There's plenty of them. I can name plenty right now. I can name your friends, Gwen. I can name,
Hey, Ronnie, my grandmother said your voice. She said she recognized your voice from you. She had said that who is that? I recognize his voice. I said that's Dad Mentality Podcast.
How you doing? How you doing?
I hear you, Chow.
But I'm just saying, you know, today there are more bum ass females, and don't get me wrong, I'm not going on that either.
Any bum fear. I'm the only one out of my group of people, friends, and associates that's unemployed. Well, not working. Everybody else, I know.
That don't mean your value is in a job. Your value is not in a job.
That's the problem with a lot of people is all their value is in a job, nothing else.
They all of them got their homes. All of them got their ducks in the row. They straight. And then you get a Casanova that tried to, like my girlfriend Patricia. I ain't saying no last name. Patricia, she got her own place. She's very secure. But then this joker tried to come and finesse her out of her stuff, try to drive her whip while she gonna try to move in her residence. It's a whole lot of Jews out there that they try to finesse me, and I go down the list of bums. That's how we know they bums that they dated, because they was trying to get over.
I can't see the context of a video, but I know unless Molly already played it and I'm just missing it because I'm driving.
Just waiting.
Molly.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought that's what you was doing. So yeah, go ahead, Molly.
So play the video, Molly.
Okay, here's a myth. You're not gonna like it, but here's the myth. God is preparing a man for you. Incorrect. Biblically speaking, the Bible says that God created Eve for Adam, not Adam for Eve. I'm going to let you sit on that for a couple seconds. God created Eve for Adam, not Adam for Eve. So the one God is preparing is you. You have to understand that God prepares you as a woman to come into the life of a man, to be a helpmate, to bring value into his life, to be able to allow him and encourage him to do what God has destined for him to do. But as a woman that is unprepared, what happens is instead of allowing the man to do what God has called him to do, you make it all about you. And you want the man to make you his God. It was never planned that way. As a woman, you need to align with your man, and both of you need to serve God, because that is what God ordained, for man and woman to join together and serve God.
I agree with that.
Amen.
That was a good video. I don't know where that came from. Where in the arsenal that came from, but that was a good one.
I had it in the
Oh yeah, you definitely did in the vault because I ain't never seen it.
Nah, I
You need to
wanted to
read the
share
good
it
book more
because
often,
a
they
lot
good
of
brother.
women always hear that, like women got money, then a dude came along, he was a bum, and da da da. It's like, okay, why not just help him? Why is always if he ain't got that, he's trying to take from
Hey,
you?
Molly.
No, he's not on
Hold on,
his
I got
feet.
a message from. I'm sorry to cut you off. I got
Now
a
go
message
ahead.
from my grandmother before she got out the van.
Don't get that deep, brother. That was too deep for him, Molly. That
Oh,
was
we
too
got
deep,
you.
Molly.
Oh,
Yeah,
great
we're gonna
talking,
we gonna get it. I ain't been up there into DC, but that's what she wanted to say before we get out the car.
Okay, we make sure she get
Say
her
it again.
CMOS. I got her.
How you doing, Molly?
How you doing, Queen? Good to see you.
All right. I'm doing pretty good for an old lady.
Oh, you
My
young.
bad, y'all.
Don't worry about it. You young.
That's wisdom right there. But I just
That's
hear
right.
a lot of women, say that, and I'm like, y'all supposed to be a helpmate, so you supposed to help this man. But it's always seem like y'all want to flip the roles. Y'all need the man to help you do what you want to do and do your dreams and help you. But it's supposed to be the other way. If you can help him get to where he need to be, then he can help you more to with the things you want. And y'all supposed to work together. But it always this thing of what you bring to the table. And
Yeah.
some guys might not have certain things at the time, but you can help them. That's why you're a helpmate. So you met somebody, you like everything about him, but when it comes to finances, like, oh, he need to use the car. Well, if y'all couple is no more, your car is y'all car. But they still get caught up. That's my vehicle. That's my this and my that. Then y'all not together. Y'all not really in a relationship.
Pretty much, my nigga.
When you
All
marry.
right.
Yo. People need to hear that, though, Molly. They need to hear that.
And here we go. I'm gonna give you an example.
Molly.
And he wanted to come over to eat. I'm cooking and everything. I'm like, you not looking for a job? Nope. He wasn't looking for no job. He lived with his grandma. Okay, right down the street. And I was like, no, I don't see this relationship going anywhere. And it didn't. And I was like, cut it. And he asked me for gas money so I can get to work. So he could get to work. He said, can I borrow some gas money so I can get to work? He saw I had some money up on my little bookshelf. And I said, yeah, you can use it to get to work. He said, I'm going to pay it back to you Friday. Friday never came. So I don't need nobody.
He just didn't.
That one example does not cover
Nah.
all the men.
Oh, my God.
I found it so
That's
disrespectful
like-
when y'all be
Please,
saying
please,
that.
please.
And y'all just like y'all mess with bums and y'all want to compare the bums that y'all pick and get caught up behind and y'all want to place that on all the men.
I gotta defend her a little bit. We called her out to name the situation. That's all she's doing.
Said name one.
Yeah, you right though.
It ain't the name.
Standing like a man.
I just the part that you said had started off. You started off with that you asked him about a job and he said he don't want a job, and then
Well,
you
there
turned
you go.
around and
That's
said
the
he gave.
Is he looking?
You said then you turned around and said he need money to go to work. So
Well, you know
is
he
it,
ain't
do he
no
got a job or he don't? So that means he do got a job. He working.
He was working supposed to be at the liquor place off of New York Avenue, the beer distributor or the liquor distributor, and he said that they call him in. So I'm like, so are you looking for real?
Hey, Reese.
A real job?
Oh,
So I shouldn't even have to defend this conversation.
Molly.
I'm pretty sure that each and every one of you know a woman in your life
You need counseling, baby. You need
that
counseling.
had dealt with a guy that wasn't good for her.
No, personally, no.
You sound like you about to start crying
Personally,
now.
stuff happens, but not on the level you're dealing with. No.
If every nigga did you wrong, it's you. If every nigga did you wrong,
Every
it's
man
you.
is wrong, then you're the problem.
Yeah.
No, I'm not the
Reese,
problem, but I could be the
Molly.
You are, but it's okay.
one. I'm
You
not
are.
eating that, and I'm not accepting that, and you're not gonna even throw that way. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus, because that ain't nothing.
I mean, that's okay. That's the timeline.
That
You
ain't nothing but
don't
the
call on
devil
Jesus
right there.
because that's the
I will
timeline
be
you
the
put on
right
the line.
one for the right one. But when the right person come along, I will be that.
Hey Molly, I put a video in the joint. I was saving it for something, but go ahead, kid. If you can play it, please, I appreciate it.
Not receiving that one.
No, you all go through. Some women went through it. I get it. It happens to some of them, but it can't keep happening. After a while, you got to look at yourself.
Every nigga
didn't say
you dated for
every.
40 niggas. Well, there we go. Okay, so let's talk about the good ones. Just like to get that same energy about the good nigga that you giving about the bad. Go ahead and play that video if you don't mind for me, Molly. It goes exactly into what we talking about.
Oh, it probably got it muted at the bottom. Hold on.
Yeah.
Jamal, hold on, wait. You got to bless the people of God. Let me brace myself for it. Now teach you.
I can't find the right one. He ain't got this, he ain't got that. And they're expecting what takes 30, 40 years to happen in 3 days. God did not say, marry the one. He said, they shall become one flesh. That become is a lifetime journey of ups, downs, pains, trauma. We are not talking about something that is easy. Love is hard. You are marrying an imperfect person. As a husband or as a wife, your job is to help heal your spouse's wound, and you got to learn how to work with your spouse's weaknesses. When you marry your spouse, you are marrying their past, their present, and their future. I just had to ask the Lord, okay, God, help me as her husband. What I'm seeing is not weakness. This is a wound. Father, help me be what she needs to be so this wound can heal.
There you go. So when you dating and marrying a person, you marrying their weaknesses, you're marrying their past, their present, and their future. When you're dating someone and decide to have an intimate or a private relationship with them, you're dating, you're taking all those things in. You gotta accept them. No man is perfect, and you're not perfect. So right. if you go into that whole thought process that you're not perfect, then you're never gonna. Then you got to understand that the person that you're meeting is not perfect. It's about building together and getting through those. Together.
Up at the end of the driveway.
So.
Right. That's why I've dated kinds of people, and to find out we're not lined up. This is not the right one. This is not it. So
yeah, I just don't like when things go south. That's when all the negative stuff comes.
Well, you're not one until y'all are together. So you can never find the right one. The right one doesn't exist. You don't become one until you're together.
Yeah.
So when you say I'm looking for the right one or he's not the right one, that means you were not right. That doesn't mean that he was not right. That means you were not right. Because
I'm not right for that person, and that person's not right for me. But when God sent me the one that's for me, it's going to be on. And I just can't wait because I know that my
can't send you the one. There is no such thing as
a
one.
Y'all become one. That's what he was saying in the video.
Well, when he sent me the one that got what I need,
when he sent your other half, Reese, your other half. That's why you hear people say my other half.
When he sent me my other half, and we become one, it's going to be dynamite. Not dynamite, but it's going to be dynamite. Because it's going to be on and popping.
Are you going to work on you?
I'm working on me every day. Each and every day. That's how come I want to be right for him. So I do find my other half. He's going to have something to twinkle and glisten about, just like I'm going to have something to twinkle and glisten about. And when we get together, it could be just me and him taking on the rest of y'all jokers. The world. That's what I'm saying. So he's going to have something to gush about. I'm at something to gush about, and we're going to gush together.
All right.
So that I know, and I do believe in that.
Gushy. Now, because there's a lot of dudes out here that you see with money, they don't mind helping a girl out without. They not asking her, oh, when you work, you da-da-da. They're not giving her the interview. It's like, what you doing? What's your plans? This and this. Like nonstop. And they demand her, oh, she ain't working. She ain't doing this. I can't mess with her. You might got a few, but I'm saying the guys that's already in position, they willing to help that girl out, especially if she look good to him and that's something that he attracted to. They want to open her a salon. There's so many different girls out here. Like, my man got this started for me. He paid for me to go to school. He paid for this. He paid for that. They willing to invest. They get their nails done, their hair done. It's no problem. But whenever it comes to a woman doing something for a man, he become a bum. Or, he asked me for gas money. You know how many girls ask me for gas money? But I would be a bum if I asked her for gas money. I need gas money to get to work for the week. All right, here go $100. Oh, I'm just looking out. But if I asked her for $100, I'm a bum. You see how that become? Oh, he a bum, because he needed me to add. Like, no, we partners. We trying to make this and become one. This is how we supposed to look out for each other.
But he wasn't trying to look
That's like if you
trying to
lose your
make us
job
to become one.
and I mean, we don't do this, do we? We don't one person doing something. We bring one plate of food home and you eat your little value meal and don't get 2 value meals. I mean, is that how we carrying it?
No, we don't do this. And that's like the woman's doing was doing everything. Like you coming over, we kicking, we chilling, we going out. And then I'm like, but wait a minute, something. And then I'm looking, I'm like, but what you trying to do? Where is this going here? And why you always taking from me and not giving anything back? That's become one-sided. That's not good. That's
Yeah, but it be
good.
like
I
that
need to be
sometimes. I
happy
mean,
too.
we've taken care of shit for
This
years. I
person
mean,
ain't
I've
taking care of
done.
nothing over here. Ain't did
I'm saying,
nothing.
but that's because you're picking stick bad. You know what I mean? You got a bad picking stick.
That's what
You
I
know?
said. That's exactly what I said. I picked the
Well, you
wrong
need to
people.
stop.
That's not for me.
But
That's
that's
just
but
like
you
making
just
friends.
because
Some of your friends are friends, and some of your friends are fair weather friends, meaning they're not here for a long time. They're only here for the season. Then you got to know how to shake them loose. I made some bad choices in men and friends. So I mean, but life goes on.
no
You dust
shit.
it off, and you keep rolling.
Yeah, just don't leave nobody because of their lifestyle. That's all I'm saying. Like, help that person get to become the woman or man you want that person to be. Now, if they cheat on you, leave. You know, if they cheating
I mean, if
and
you like
treating you
everything,
bad,
like
leave.
Look, I
But
had one
like
that I
you said
stuck
earlier,
by
Molly, if you like everything about
and
them,
helped
you
him
know
do
what I mean?
everything, even get the car and
But the
everything.
finances.
And he left me for a big butt white woman. Because he said, well, you know I like big butts. Now, here I was treating this man like he's a king, like he's a husband, when he wasn't a husband. My mistake was treating these jokers like they was husbands.
Well, you know,
it
well,
wasn't.
first of all, DC, first of all, first and foremost,
and
when
it
he
was
said
my
anything
fault.
about butt cheeks and you only got one, you should
I
have
had
known
2
something
at
was
the
up.
time. Okay, I had 2 at the time. But my thing is, you knew what I looked like when you first started dating me, and I had we was about to go to court because I was invested so much in this person, and I was like, is this real? Everybody around me like he ain't no good. Leave him alone. He blah blah blah.
you
blah,
ain't
blah.
listen.
I didn't
You ain't listen, no. You was whooped.
because I said all he need is love. So I'm breaking him up,
shit.
help him get his job,
fuck.
help him get his stuff together,
Nigga.
help him get everything.
Love should already be there.
And when
What
he
do you
got
mean?
on top, and all my girlfriends
Mhm.
know who it is, and anybody out here know who that person is that I'm talking about, he turned around and was like, okay, deuces, thank you for helping me out, but deuces. And then
Okay. You should be
We all been there.
happy.
Yeah.
You should be happy. Gone.
You ain't got to waste
And
no
you-
more money on them no more.
Gotta
So
waste
now
no
you
more
got all
money.
your money to yourself. You can meet another guy and you learn from your mistakes.
You,
and you
y'all
listen
act
to your
that
friends.
what
We've
don't
been
listen
cheated
to it.
on
What ain't
recently. We think all of us on here haven't been cheated on. Probably said Beast because he been with his wife forever. But yeah, I've been cheated on. I've been with a girl and I'm looking out and I'm taking care and she fucked around with somebody else.
Right,
And I
exactly.
moved on and I found somebody else. She don't live
Right.
rent-free in my head.
But
I
y'all-
forgot all
y'all
about this
saying
shit till you
that,
said something.
Pretty much.
I seen a
Yeah, man.
dude that said that women, for some reason, they can meet a good dude, and no matter what that dude do for that woman still will have feelings for the guy who treated her bad. And it ain't got to be good feelings. Feelings mean that they will always bring them up. Y'all can be in a conversation, for some reason, they will bring their asses up, the ones that treat them bad, and talk about how they treat them bad because they constantly live in their head. I just like,
Oh, that's a little different. I'm getting ready to give you the science behind that, Molly, and this is true.
why they do that?
Because when a man nuts in a woman, a piece of his semen goes into her brain. Y'all women got nut on the brain for real. You know what I'm saying? So you got a piece of that man's DNA in your brain. That's real shit. You can look it up.
Yeah, I
So
heard
that's a lot. That's a lot. Why? So when you be with a woman, and you know what I'm saying, like I didn't really see a lot of this until I heard it. You know what I mean? But when you see somebody have a baby, right, that you know around way, and she been with this dude, and then the baby got traits from the other motherfuckers that she been with, and
Yeah.
not as much from the father though. You know what I'm saying? It's because there's still DNA from all the niggas she slept with. She got nut in the brain. So it's deep, yo. That shit is so deep. I can't even begin to explain in this little segment. So y'all do your little research on that, and I'm gonna do some more, and I'll send you a couple links. But that's true, Bill. You know what I'm saying? So you got it on the brain, girl. That's the problem. You got to clean.
I don't have anything on the brain because I would not have brought the person up if I was not asked to.
I'm saying you brought them up.
On the brain.
See how Molly, you said you don't never think about it until she brought it up?
Yeah.
Well, she think about it all the time because she got it on the brain. See, you don't have it on the brain. You on bitches' brain. You on people's mind, Molly. You feel me?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
it's just like even years later, I was young when it happened. Yeah, I was crying like a motherfucker. I remember walking up the hill. Her grandmother was like, "Boy, come here. Boy, you good looking. Why you tripping?" Her grandmother gave me a speech, and I felt better. I was like, "Damn, yeah, you're right. I can talk to somebody else," and I was good. And then years later, I ended up talking back to her for a little second and broke it off, you know. But we never really came to. But it was like that's part of life, you know. You can't just sit back and talk about that situation. Oh, well, this supposed to happen a few times for some people. I know some dudes, this happened 3-4 times and they continue to find somebody else. I'm like, you can't just give up. You know, you got to really continue to keep trying to find that person, but you got to learn, you know, to keep.
That's like being hurt one. Like, that's like most men only.
You smash grandmama. He wrong. Nah, man. I wouldn't do that.
I don't know. Depending on what mama look like. Grandma might look good. She look good.
I ain't mess with grandma.
Or was that one of them old school, one of them old time grandmas that, you know, grandma for real?
Yeah.
Ain't none of this new shit. This ain't none of the new grandmoms, nigga. New grandma might be 17, nigga.
Yeah, damn.
That's that new style grandma, but that nigga be 22. Grandma.
But I think we get back to being helpmates, we'll be good, you know. And it ain't gotta be one way; it can be both ways. A man can be a helpmate to his wife; she can be a helpmate to him. Instead of this, what you got, like you supposed to have it all together already.
A shorty that you mess with, and she lose her job or something go bad, nigga. I mean, you supposed to handle your business same way the other way. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, supposed to be the other way too. When I come up and visit. Motherfuckers looking out for me just like if they came down to Florida or whatever, or my crib or whatever. You know what I mean? We supposed to look out for each other. You know, like that's not even supposed to be in question. Everybody's so defensive about that shit. That's because the society done built this woman, you don't need no man shit, real for real, you know, independence, and you can do all this on your own. And now you girls too macho. You too manly like. You try to take up these manly traits, but you can't really do that because you don't know how to handle situations as such because you're not a man, you know. So y'all keep on working on being independent and having all this money, and then you know you concentrate on that, and then people that don't have it look like less. You looking at them as less than. So you can that's y'all fault. You looking at a man from
their
financial
fault. That's those who do that, their fault. When y'all say y'all, you know, because y'all don't like when I say all men. I don't like when y'all say y'all.
Yeah.
I don't like, you know, so change up the
one man who do.
You know.
Well, that was the big. I mean, you know, no, I don't want no scrub. You know, a nigga that ain't doing nothing for me. You can't pull up you in your best friend car. Like, who ain't never rode in the passenger seat before? You know what I mean? Like, all this thing they put out, you know what I mean?
Those are the women that's looking for a sack.
Or what's the name? Beyonce. Who made that independent song? What was that girl?
I'm not
what was
looking for a man to take care of me. You know, I'm not looking for a man.
I mean, this is what they put out. I'm not necessarily saying. I'm saying like this is the standard that they putting out here for us. It's all game. You're not gonna find this. You know, you're not really gonna find somebody, and you don't have finances. Is the only thing you got in common. What the hell is that? I mean, that's like starting backwards. You know what I mean? Like the finances should come after the relation should be more important than the finances to me. I should be able to get along with the motherfucker better than motherfucker taking care of me or I'm taking care of him. I want to be able to be compatible with the person I'm with. You know what I mean? Like, come on. What are we doing here?
Taraji played with the Michael Ealy on that Tyler Perry joint when he was a chef, and she was judging him based off, you know, his lifestyle. So he was pretending that he was like this rich guy. She found out that he wasn't, you know, she like he poor, you know, but then at the end she eventually helped him out. They got back together, invested into him. She had the money, he just needed the help. And he ended up having a successful food truck at the end. Everybody was
and he loved her too.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of problems out
for
there.
Her finances,
don't love the woman that just try to finesse them. The Tinder swindler. There's a lot of people like that out there that try to finesse.
Hell yeah, they call finesses, you know. But when you get to know somebody or whatnot, that'd be good if you just give it up.
Thank you. Before you just said it, before you just give it up, you gotta know somebody. Thank you.
Yeah, unless you just out here living life. You know what I'm saying? You looking for something to do with. Yeah.
You hear that, Rodney? I'm trying to get to know people. That's why.
Yeah, but it's been a long time you've been trying to get to know people. That's like me trying to learn how to drive, and it's been 10 years. They like, you still trying to learn how to drive? Yeah, I'm still working at it. They like, you just need to just ride Uber, my guy. Like, no.
However long it'll be, y'all giving me the blues for keeping her up there. Y'all don't get a men blues if they say no, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna take a.
Ain't no man saying that.
Women need to stop comparing themselves to men and stop trying to do what men do. And you know, y'all don't say that to the men. Your pussy's supposed to be way more valuable than this dick that's for the community. If it wants your pussy's supposed to hold, I mean, it's supposed to be the key to life, and you want to throw it out there because men get to do it. That's not good.
Throw it out there.
But then you also ain't supposed to keep it to yourself
I'm right.
And make it impossible to get. Like,
nah, don't worry about what's outside. Worry about what's right there.
Get off.
That's how I know when I got her, when she redirected to something else.
Say you're looking for love, and then in the next sentence tell everybody no, everything's impossible. I do. There's no one.
Oh yeah, I'm standing.
There's no one. You know, you ain't even give them a chance. You steady looking for a reason to tell them no. You know what I'm saying? If your whole day is all you doing is looking for a reason to tell somebody no instead of enjoying the ride, enjoying the relationship, being open, being free, being okay with yourself that if you do have sex, you're not going to feel shameful. And if you don't have sex, you're okay with it. But don't sit here and pretend that you're going to be something that you're not. Like, if you're not giving it up, you're not going to give it to them. You're not going to do this, you're not going to do that, then don't act like you're the victim because you know what you're doing. You're not giving it to him. So therefore, let's not sit here and be like, oh, he wasn't good because I did everything right. No, you didn't do everything right because you wasn't open for the relationship that the person wants to have with you. Like, you want your relationship your way, the only way, and therefore that isn't how it works. It's two people in a relationship. So there's give and take.
You can't just like that, Glue. Okay. You sound crazy because you're trying to tell me about me and my life.
I didn't tell you about nothing.
No mile in my shoes.
Hold on. Did I say you? What did I say? Did I say you? No, I said be honest.
You didn't say you.
About person. Hold on. Wait a second. Let me finish. Because if it don't apply to you, then don't take it.
Then let it fly. But don't say you. You said you don't want this. You don't want that. Is that not directed to me?
Did I say you?
He wasn't talking to me.
I said if there's a person, I said don't be out there. If you are a person, if you. So that's anyone. That's anyone. Okay, I'm not talking directly to you. If you.
Okay.
If you are not trying to be in a relationship, that is not saying Reese.
Okay, I got with you. Yeah. You said you, but I got
put them shoes on, Rich. Don't put them on.
Because when he said you, I was like, me, wait a minute.
Fucking women, that's the same shit with women all day with that type shit. Now always jumping in the middle of something, talking about that. Nigga, that's in general. Men, women, you, we, us, the people. You talking about a people.
Okay.
Right. If it applies to you, then take it. So I don't know. You tell me. That's up to you to decide that. I don't got nothing to do with that. All right. But if you're not giving up the pussy, but if you're not giving up the pussy, then don't blame the person. Say hey, you know what? We didn't get together because I'm not giving up the pussy. You know what I'm saying? But don't sit here and be like, oh, he wasn't shit, or he wasn't that, or he wasn't this, because he wanted the pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is the natural thing that a man wants. If you're having a relationship, it's give and take. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, oh, this relationship has to go exactly this way, which is my way. And if he's about anything else other than my way, then apparently he's not right for me. That's not true. You're not ready for a relationship because you want it all your way. That has nothing to do with him. That has everything to do with you. And that's what I'm trying to get to say in general. I'm just saying in general that, you know, don't deflect it if it's you. Be okay with it. If you're going to be what you're going to be, then be okay with it. But don't sit here and say, I'm open for all these things that you're obviously not open for. There you go. And I was talking to Trey that time.
Yeah, I know. I understand. I received it. Thank you for the message, Rodney. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you, brother.
Been having these conversations for 2 years, LAC.
Hey, I know.
But if men had rules, though, if men was like, if she don't let me fuck in 30 days, I'm cutting her off. And women don't know why he cut me off, man. She was bullshit, man. I was trying. They think it's just only whatever they thinking in their head. I'm gonna give him a 60-day, da-da-da. He might be in his head like, man, look, I done took her out 5 times. Why I'm treating her right, calling her, da-da. She ain't fucking with me, you know, and he done moved on. You like, oh, you couldn't wait 30 more days? No, I ain't know I was playing this game. I'm like, what game is this?
Yeah, that's.
But then they're going to say it's him. That's the thing. Is he wasn't the right person for me because he wasn't willing to wait 60 days. Well, shit. Who the fuck wants to wait 60 days? If I like you, I'm about a relationship. I might not be alive tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sitting here on don't know what to call it, but if you sitting there, I'm putting in my A game.
That David Green voice I hear saying.
Nah, it's not. It's not. If I'm putting in my A game, and I'm sitting here trying to do this, but you set on some crazy ass boundary, like, oh, until I feel it, I'm not going to give it up. Well, then it's 100% you, because it's until you feel it. It's nothing that person can do. It's nothing they can do, because until you decide to feel it, then and that's up to you. You can decide tomorrow, next week, in the next 15 minutes, or the next 6 years. So you know that has nothing to do with what he's doing, because you're not allowing. So it doesn't matter what he does. If he was doing everything perfect, and you still say, "Well, I still don't feel it."
And you got women. You got a lot of women that sit there and listen to these.
David, turn your. I'm thinking you sleep.
He was talking to you until you interrupted him. Go ahead, David.
That's what I'm saying.
You too busy trying to talk instead of listening. I got it.
Shut up, Rodney. This ain't damn time. Thank you, David. Go ahead.
My bad. I just came back from taking my son to work. It's pouring down rain. I wasn't gonna let him to walk to work.
Okay.
But
David, tell your point.
There's a lot of women in there that listen a lot to these social media dudes, whatever. Which most of the time, them bad boys are you know what I mean, are gay. So you know what I mean. So you know what I mean. They want you to leave the man or whatever. You know what I mean. That's more for them. You know what I mean. That would have been vice versa or whatever like that on our part. But and not only that, not only. Oh damn!
We listening? No, you here? Come on, man. Go ahead.
And not only that, but you know what I mean. There was a chick that tried to tell me it was like I think we should wait 90 days or something like that. No, because of the Steve Harvey junk, I said, you listen to a man that cheated on both his wives. You know what I mean? You're reading a book and want to take advice from somebody who cheated on both his wives.
Yeah, but that don't make nothing out of it, because that's how you build through shit like that. And I'm not saying that he's the shit for that. I'm not his side with that. I'm just saying, like, when you ain't seen the show where they got the two dudes that used to break into houses all the time, and they were professional thieves and shit, but now they defend people's houses and show them how not to allow somebody to break into their house, how to defend their house. You know what I mean? That's sometimes who the best teacher is, the motherfucker that did the shit,
No, turn your camera on. We can't see you either.
What happened to love at first sight, though? Like, what happened to that? That don't believe in that no more, huh?
Yeah, that just fizzled out.
Like,
that's just a game show now. That's just a game show.
Is that? Do I know anybody that fell in love at first sight? Is that real? I used to think it was real, but
I did.
It's real.
I believe that's. Ain't no question. Yeah, that's how it was with me and my ex-wife.
Yeah, but
that's
they
how it
was
was
just
with me and my
blind.
ex-wife.
So, but love at
Why
first
couldn't
sight. You saw
somebody fall in love at first sight? I mean, I fall in lust at first sight all the time. Shit. So how couldn't somebody fall in love at first sight?
How you don't know the person, you just fall in love with what they look like, or their essence, or how they carry themselves. You like, I like that. I want to get to know that person.
You ever ran into a person? You ever ran into a person and you can see their aura? Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah, you right on point. That's all I'm about to say.
Where you just see their aura.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, there's certain people that I didn't fall in love with or anything like that, but I've met people.
No, you didn't.
Okay, I'm proud of you.
I said or.
Can I finish talking now?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, you made your point. You said it, Reese. We happy. All right, we're going to get so. Like I was saying, I love you, Reese. Anyway, like I was saying, but I've met people that it wasn't love, but you can just see the genuine aura as soon as you meet them, as soon as you get around them. Like my pastor's wife is like that. As soon as you meet her and see her, her aura is just so genuine. You can see it. A lot of people say like Michelle Obama and Beyonce, whatever. But I've met people where as soon as I saw them, I knew that they were a good person or whatever the case may be, or
without a shadow of a doubt.
Without or I knew that we were going to be friends the moment I met them. I mean, the moment I met you, Reese, I knew we was going to be friends. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it was just sometimes you meet people like that and things happen and it was meant to happen. So I definitely believe the same for love. Vicky, when the first time
do the heart jump.
Yeah, the first time I met Vicky, I was going through something, and you know what? And it was her simple act of kindness that made me fall in love with her instantly. You know what I'm saying? So it does happen, and it was just, back then in those days, shit, I was a fuck boy. So it was, but it was just her. I could just see that she was genuinely a nice person. You know what I'm saying? Just from the very moment that I met her, she wasn't trying to, be something other than what she truly was. So, and that made me fall in love with her. So, I mean, it happens. Yeah, absolutely. I believe.
Who did I meet first, you or Vicky? Because I think I was talking to Vicky and we was up there bonding, and she was like, "This is my husband, Rodney." Because I fell in love with Vicky.
I just remember the titty juice. That's all I remember. That's what I came for, the titty juice.
That came after the comedy act. But me and Vicky was talking before I performed.
I just came for the titty juice. I don't really know what happened before that.
You was like, any woman that can pull lick out her titties, I'm in love with her.
I'm friends with them. Yeah, I'm trying to be friends with you.
She's friends with benefits. Come on, Vicky. She can get us both messed up. Come on, Vicky.
I think the first question I asked, was that liquor real? He was like, yeah. I was like, shit, all right. That's when Gwen ain't had no real liquor for me at her party. I was hyped. I was like, give me that real shit. I don't want this watered down margarita shit. Give me 2 shots. It's real. I was like, I'll buy the book and a t-shirt. Give me 2 shots. Shit.
So yeah,
you know.
him and Vicky.
Then I told you was batshit crazy for doing a show every day too.
Yeah, he said that. I was like, I already was starting that.
Anyway, keep moving. I believe it. Yeah, hopefully you know, but you find love at first sight, Reese. Now this me talking to you. I said your name. You find love at first sight, Reese. You gonna kick him out for something weird because he's gonna have a bump on his navel or something. I don't know.
No,
you'll find some reason.
Yeah.
Love at first sight.
Say a bump on his junk. I'm like, is that herpes?
I hope it ain't a bump there though.
That's a good reason. I know you've been out the game 20-some years, but that's a good reason.
You remember when she pulled up so-and-so's picture, we zoomed all the way in on that joint. And when she was analyzing micro shit that I would have never seen without 12 times zoom on it. You know, like
I know what he gonna do. He gonna drink her wine, and that's gonna be it.
Oh yeah, that's it. Don't go in the back of the refrigerator where the bottles at.
$10 wine, boy.
Because you gotta get out of the house after that.
Can't just go in my fridge.
Ain't nothing but a bum.
Your bum ass.
No, your bum ass drunk my wine.
Real men buy wine themselves. They don't drink mine.
Real men drink Hennessy.
Look, he wasn't coming over there to drink wine. It wasn't a social call. He came to work.
Yeah, and then he thought he was getting pussy as payment. You ain't giving that pussy, so he got his wine.
To work.
So he got his wine. That's what happened.
He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna come on."
When he got there, he saw how you was dressed and realized he wasn't getting no pussy.
Breakfast because he begged me. He was like, "Man, I'm gonna catch the bus over there. I don't want you to cook me breakfast. Cook me breakfast. Here go Slicky. Go on and cook the man breakfast. You can't expect him to work on an empty stomach. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Go on and cook him breakfast." And I was like, this is business. It's not a social call. No, I cooked him breakfast. And he got down and he got comfortable. And I was like, oh, see, that was the mistake. They got the itis. He ate good. And I guess he took time to drink.
Or just pick better niggas. How about that?
Huh?
Or just pick better niggas. How about that?
I wasn't picking him to date. He wasn't dating. I wasn't picking him like that.
Why was you making him breakfast? Shit. I've been over a lot of places. Ain't nobody cook me breakfast.
Because he asked the cook and he was coming to help.
You should have said no. If he wasn't dating him, I would have said no. I'm saving that for my husband. You can't just cook for every nigga.
Right. You like cheese in your egg?
Whatever you like.
Whatever kind you like.
Whatever kind you like. You want bacon. He thought he was at home.
We was friends. And he said, well, pretend like we go together. Pretend like I'm your man. I was like, no.
And you did. There you go. You fell for the old okie doke. You did. You cooked that nigga breakfast.
And I said no. I said, but no, because you know. We good. We good right here. We friends.
All right, but you cooked them breakfast though. You didn't say no.
Breakfast because look, I break bread with men and women. I cook for everybody. That don't mean something going on.
No. You always play the fine line. You always play in the safe zone. I noticed.
Yeah, you ain't never cooked.
You suck a little dick. That don't mean nothing. I just wanted to make sure he felt good at the end of the night.
No, I didn't.
That don't mean I like him or nothing.
Because he said he was hungry. He was like, Reese, I'm hungry.
Okay, and he grown.
Yeah,
that nigga can't ball money when you go to work. Then what the fuck he eating for?
Go cook him something to eat, Reese.
He was hungry.
Yeah, man.
You got food and nourishment, but a nigga can't get money to go to work.
The word is
hungry.
hungry.
I was giving him money. I was paying him money. That's why I said it was business.
Business. I took it right out of his pay.
Because I didn't want him to think that was on joke time or social time.
Did he ever beat the joint?
Right. I don't know why I didn't expect you to ask.
Did y'all have a past relationship like sexual?
No.
Y'all were just friends for like 20-something years.
Yes.
We was just friends.
All right.
Did he want to beat it up?
He didn't act like it to me.
He said pretend that
I'm your boyfriend. Can we go together, but he ain't want to beat it up.
I was like, no, Chris.
Reese.
Yes.
Any man that comes over your house to fix some shit wants to beat it up. I need you to understand that.
Don't say that.
Let's say it together. Say it together. Any man that is single that is coming over your house to fix something wants to beat it up. Say it with me. Say it with me now.
Any man that's single that wants to come over my house to help me do some shit wants to beat it up.
There we go.
Any man that says pretend like we're good together.
Has me laughing like this.
Anybody who says pretend like we go together wants to beat it up.
But he said that same day. I mean, so that was like
Reese, any man that come over your house and y'all start kissing and his dick is hard, he wants to beat it up.
I'm kissing nobody. Oh.
He wants to beat it up.
Okay.
Just let me know.
Need a little help, man. A little help. He willing to clean up, fix shit. Hey.
And at the end,
that will make me fall in love with you because it makes me feel like that you care about me.
what is the definition of date, Reese? What is the definition of date, Reese?
Going out getting to know somebody.
No. It is dick at the end.
What if y'all playing for the date?
It still doesn't change it. Doesn't change it. The goal is always dick at the end. Always. Every time. It's never a time a man wants to go out with you and their goal is not for to give you dick at the end. It's never. Never.
Yeah. Like putting a bow.
There you go. There you go. Trying to change it. That's the problem. You think you can change it. You can't change it. That's why you still gonna be single at the end of it. You got 3 men, you got 4 men on here. I guarantee even Trey going out, there's dick at the end that's motivated by someone.
At the end, Slim, at the end.
You know what I'm saying? Molly, when you take your girl out on a date, what's your motivation?
Beginning and the end. Maybe the middle too. But the end for sure. You can't
Okay, Molly, you take
Funny Man Green.
You and this girl.
Not no random, it's my girl.
And if I get my boyfriend, I understand that.
No, we was dating at one point and we had sex and then we became a relationship. We ain't become a relationship, then say, no what, let's start doing now. When the vibe feels, you know, it happens. That's a bad one.
But when you take her out on a date, Molly, you yourself, at the end of this date, what are you expecting to be doing?
Pussy at the end, Slim.
David, Funny Man Green, LA Josh Preston. When you take anyone out on the date, is your goal to give her dick at the end?
Yeah, so it's
called a happy ending.
But is that your goal, David? Like, isn't that the whole reason why you taking her out? If she told you right off the break, you not fucking no matter what, and no matter how many times you take me out, are you still going to keep on taking her out?
It depends if we have that certain aura, that's connection. No, I'm lying. No.
I know. Thank you.
Ain't no connection if you never gonna fuck. Ain't no connection, Slim.
No, Reese, instead of talking, listen, Reese. Instead of talking, listen. You have men telling you that every time, if not no second date, LA Josh Preston, Chow Bow, definitely. You know what I'm saying? These are the answers. We're giving you the truth. If you don't want to hear it, then I understand. But don't act like we're not telling you. You know what I'm saying? And you can't change it. Just because you want it to be different doesn't mean shit. That's what it is. It is what it is.
Shit, you think I'm gonna keep on feeding her so another guy could take her energy? Hells no, I ain't doing that much.
Yeah, we paying And if you didn't have a cooch or wasn't giving head, then we not gonna take you out. It's that simple. It's that easy. If you all of a sudden if my wife lost her mouth and her vagina, we getting a divorce. It's that simple. I don't care how great she is. She's great. Yeah, she's great. But guess what? Everything else, it's the truth. Everything else I can get. Like, I mean, what else? She brings money to the table. Okay, I can make money. You know what? She's nurturing and a great mother. But she can do that without me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't need none of that. Like, I need
Hey, Ronnie, there's one more hole.
There's one more hole.
Well, I'm not. That hole is not an option for me.
I meet somebody, they were like, okay, you just
That's why you sounded like that, bitch.
go out, and then that means you gotta give it up for the first date.
What'd you say?
You hope.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I said every day, the first date.
Yeah, it's a hope. Yeah, absolutely. It's a hope. First date, it's a hope. Yeah. Now, is it realistic? All depends on the person. Sometimes I'm not really on my first date. I wasn't really looking for it, but shit, if it happened, I wasn't gonna say no. And I have been on first dates that it did happen. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? She got a second date too. You know what I'm saying? But you know, but yeah, there's been first dates that it didn't happen, and there's been ones that it did. But still, the hope was there. The goal is still there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I might have had to took them out a little bit longer, a little bit what you call it, but the goal was always the same. It was not to find out about your personality. It was not about to find out about your personality. I didn't give a shit about your personality.
It was just to find out
what that thing do. I'm trying to find out what that thing do. You know what I'm saying?
Dog do.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out what that do. You know what I'm saying? You know, you be on the morning Mac talking about you a throat goat, and then ain't no niggas backing you up. We ain't got nail one. We ain't got nail one coming out the woodwork saying, "Oh yeah, dog, let me tell you now." Now let's talk about Gwen. Shit, I can call Melvin right now, and he gonna be like, "Hell yeah." You know what I'm saying? That's you gotta have somebody out there.
Like a sugar mama.
Gwen had to get that pussy up though. She got the pussy up and found her man. It wasn't like she was holding that shit for ransom. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get that shit up every once in a while, man. At least test it out there and see what happens. It's like fishing. If you ain't got no bait, you ain't gonna catch no fish. You know what I'm saying?
How long did they know each other before they? I'm gonna ask
hook out there.
How long did you actually know him before
they fucked before they started dating? I know the story. They fucked before they even started dating. He was trying to date her. She said no. They got drunk at a Christmas party. He banged her out in the bathroom, and then they was together ever since. That was the end of it.
I got to go get drunk at the
right there.
to find my forever.
Then they was together.
Yeah.
Then it was.
That's a bomb shit right there.
That nigga never left.
Party.
Huh? Yeah.
He said, get drunk at the Christmas party.
He got her drunk at the Christmas party, railed her out in the bathroom, and never left after that. Then
You must know how to rail it out for her to say, you know what? Come on.
Well, the nigga younger. You know what I'm saying? He younger. That was when he had a good hip. He don't got a good hip no more. He don't got a good hip no more.
He know how to handle his business.
But she's still with him. He lost his hip. Now she
wore his hip down.
Yeah, she fucked him up, and now he ain't got no hip, but she's still with him. So
no, he got it fixed. He got it replaced. He didn't know he got a bionic hip.
It's still bad. It's still bad. It don't matter. He can't fuck on the right side no more.
He can still wear her ass out. So
but anyway, fucking no dates was crazy work. Yeah, shit. Nah, he tried to ask her out, and she was like, "Nah, you too young," and shit like that. So he was like, "Fuck it, I'll wait and get her ass drunk." Got her ass drunk, and then fuck.
Relationships can definitely come out of sex. Hooking up.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Come on, man. Don't act like we ain't all did it. You know what I'm saying? We all done did it. We was trying to get somebody. You're not a female. I mean, you're not a male. But every male in this room, I'll talk for myself, has definitely taken a youngin' that tell you, no, we not fucking. And then you take her out, get her drunk. And then once she get drunk, all you do is pull your dick out. You ain't even got to tell her you about You just pull it out and
eat it up.
And
eat
wait,
it up.
And wait. That's all you do. You just pull it out and wait.
Your mouth.
Eat it up.
Nah. If she don't put it in her mouth, she might sit on it. She might do a bunch of stuff. You just pull it out and wait. That's all you got to do. And it works every time.
She'll be like, is that your dick out?
Yeah. You're like, hold on. Let me see that. Then they start getting curious, get a little closer. Let me see that. Then once they can say that, let me
One
see
little
that.
finger or hand on that joint.
Yeah, once they say let me see that, it's a wrap. You getting that thing. Don't worry about that thing. You either gonna get that hot to it or you gonna get that. She gonna go ahead. Let me just feel the tip. Go ahead. Let me see.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Man.
Let me get the tip.
Just get that tip. And then some youngins, like the first dude to bang you out, Reese, I hope he just give you the tip, because I'm hoping to get the whole thing, because you be in love. Next thing you know, you're gonna be falling all over the place
and fighting them.
Yeah, we ain't gonna see you on the show and shit. She gonna be
No, you're gonna see him on the show, but it's gonna be
you ain't gonna see her.
Shout out to my boo.
She gonna be like,
hey Rashad.
You ain't returned my text last night.
Every topic is gonna be about so today we're gonna talk about Rashad's hairline. Funny man,
who the fuck is that?
Oh, that's with the mustache. I'll take it.
LA sent this. He said this is funny. He was talking about with the mustache.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'll take that. I'll take that over a hairy underarm. Yeah, she lift her arm. Nah, I'm good.
I'm tripping off you, Molly. You stop doing what you're doing.
I'm good.
I don't know. That's picture. I mean, all you gotta do is just put her to sleep and get them clippers out.
They probably both smoke cigarettes.
Should put a little makeup on that thing, man. Just put a little makeup on that thing. It'd be all right.
You ain't putting no makeup on your arms.
Oh no, I'm talking about her mustache.
Oh nah, she better wax that joint.
She like she got a nice trim and all that.
Don't it look like it's shaped up? Don't she look like she went to somebody real quick
It look like
before work?
Because she got her eyebrows arched because I made the picture bigger.
You better what, man?
But that looks like, well,
it'd be from Barbara to Bobby. You better chill out.
Man, I'll tell her. You know how they do that lipstick line, that black.
Oh yeah, that black line.
Yeah, do that shit around your lips. That's all I'll tell her.
All right, and when she come out the men's portion of the bathrooms, you're gonna be looking funny. She come out and say you waiting in line. She come out of there. All right, go ahead, fuck around in 2025 and find out.
Hey, let me tell you something. If she in the bathroom with me and lift her underarm, I'm leaving too. So either way, I'm leaving.
You already disqualified yourself, Slim.
Hey, I might even think about it. If she lift her underarm, ain't no hair in the underarm. I might even just think about
I
it.
can get over that,
baby. So, yeah.
I can get past that.
Yeah, you can fuck that shit in. As long as it ain't bigger than mine, we good. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? We good. All right.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the only thing, man.
Now we gotta see who's bigger. That's that's gonna be a problem. Yeah. Mustache, I'm good. Underarm head, no good. If your joint bigger than mine, no. But if you got a little teeny weeny, then I might at least consider it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hold on. We can
Don't be dumb, bitch. That's why your car look like that.
You can just tuck that just a little bit. Tuck it a little bit.
Road rage. She about to shit.
No, not road rage. It's called. There's insurance on this shit, and it don't look like it's insurance on yours. Your shit look like a Sprite can. That's why I look like that, because you don't know how to drive. Oh, no hubcaps, no.
She hop out, man. Don't stay there, man. Ride around.
They up there with no insurance people. That's the lane for no insurance.
We gotta just get Reese high, a little drunk. She give up that.
I'm a roller one of these blunts. She be out there doing something.
Yeah, she be out there twerking for real, John. After that,
yeah, like she was on that memory. Y'all, for those that follow me already, you look at my Facebook. There's a memory on there. She popping a lot.
I saw that. Yeah,
that one, that joint. That was probably a little fume she got off somebody blunt that night.
Yeah, get her on there.
On one of them Eddies. She be out there.
I know when I smell the smoke, like on the 23rd, April 23rd. I felt good. I got high. I felt good. It messed with my skin. My body came alive.
And now all we need is somebody just to pull their joint out and wait. I bet. Hold on. Let me see that. Hold on. What's that?
Sorry. My bad, LA.
What's that right there?
They kept sliding over into my fucking lane and shit. My bad, LA.
Let me see that real quick. Let me see what that thing do. Let me see. Let me just put a little tip in. That's gonna happen, Reese. And to be proud of it too, Reese. I don't understand you. You a grown ass woman. Like what? Why you act like? Oh, I just say yeah, I fucked them. Nah, damn it, I sure did.
I sure did.
Fuck 'em. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no like you hiding or some secret shit or nobody know you don't got a cooch. I mean, shit. It ain't like I feel like you still think you got your virginity back or something like that. 3 years did something. Nah, that cooch still old, baby. That shit old. It ain't no new. It didn't reincarnate into a new fresh.
I don't know why niggas gonna say some shit like that.
Hey, she think that joint reincarnated. Now she got a dandelion pussy or something. That shit ain't no dandelion. That's the same old. That's the same.
Look, man, this is the daisy pussy because it's the daisy.
The same old. Them the same old weeds you had in '96. That shit ain't no fucking dandelion. That's the same old pussy. That shit old.
Right. You go ahead and put a Buick on the racetrack if you want to, but
I don't know what kind of engine that Buick got in there, honey.
She out there got that.
It ain't this motherfucker right here. I know that much. It ain't getting up like this bitch.
Hey, some nigga gonna hit her pussy. That shit gonna go auga, auga.
If I don't get enough slack from the guys on the
Are you
show,
talking about the old car horn?
That's all they do. They fucking smash. You gotta knock and let it roll off the back on the show. So
like,
people
God
be like,
damn.
oh, you
How
let
old is this pussy? This shit.
It don't bother me.
This pussy came off the Ford factory in 1908.
Some people might be watching get offended, but I'm all right. So